Yeah.
In our home fries. I'm pastry dough. So we did happy birthday. God, the Most High, right? Like creator or source.
We are one, the found, the found. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips meets Ashley-Nicole Phillips Facebook Community Live.
Hey all, hey y'all. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and you are tuned into my Facebook Community Lives. I am a channel for the divine. I use my shaman mama capabilities, my connections to the oneness of all things, my extrasensory perception or ESP, mediumship abilities, channeling abilities, soul gifts, to channel wisdoms, channeled wisdoms and healing frequencies into my content to assist us as we awaken in the masses to the divine remembrance from the inner space, genome activation, spiritual awakening, DNA activation from the inner space to the remembrance, and to embody the energies, be the energies of the high frequency wisdoms, of the frequential wisdoms of our existential fundamental nature. This is again my Facebook Community Live. If you're watching back on my music channel, I use my channeling abilities to co-create music with my ancestors or the oneness of all things. My music channel, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. So I'm sorry, y'all. I am nervous. I'm a bit nervous because I am channeling some celestial forces, some brothers and sisters of the cosmos, ancestors of the cosmos that I haven't consciously. They say you have though, Ashley. I channel Pleiadians, plenty, yes. But I guess it's just in the space and the growth that I'm in. It just feels different. It's a different experience in this space and time. Excuse me, y'all. My phone rang. We're channeling Pleiadians of Taygeta, and the ancestral forces are like, Ashley, you know more than your script. We love your script. It's great, but you know more than that. We're awakening. We are energies and frequencies. We are frequencies in which we call energy. Energies in which we call frequency. We know through our sciences, all things are energy. Our existence, our realm, our planet, our species, the galactic creation, which is our species, our realm, our planet, our dimensions of the galactic creation. Galactic creation is being an iota of God's creation. I channeled within my podcast, Keynote Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, which is available to stream on YouTube and Spotify for free. It's an installment called Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, an installment called Humans Ashamed of Being Human, plus the Galactic Experience. If you're watching this back on Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube, where I share my music, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. If you're watching back on Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment, another offering in which I offer on YouTube, we do powwow sessions over there, healing spiritual powwow sessions. The ancestral forces of the galaxy and beyond will, share with me, whisper to me, talk to me, say, hey, Ashley, clairaudiently in many other ways, clairvoyancy, ESP, channeling, mediumship. Be like, hey, Ashley, look at this paradigm within humanism. Channel about this in Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. We're going to share the galaxies and beyond. We're going to share healing frequencies and wisdoms to help evolve these human paradigms into more wellness and balance, to be the limitless wellness and balance in which all truly are. We were embodying and being a throng of energies in which my soul calls a gestational phase, where we were asleep to the divine wisdoms that we are infinite, limitless possibilities, manifested as, insert your name, human being of planet Earth within our parallel universe, universal understanding of space and time. There are infinite dimensions of space and time, infinite parallel realities of space and time, and we exist in all these infinite parallel universes of space and time. We became so calcified in the ideology of individualism or being the only one that we blocked our energetic frequency correspondence away from being able to perceive the infinite dimensions in which we are, which stagnated our growth, stagnated our energy to where we became calcified in a box of energies that fed us loops of lack, limitation, lack, limiting paradigms of lack, limiting beliefs, lack, limitation, which assisted with co-creating death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking. in our infinite nature in which we truly are, our limitless nature in which we truly are. We understand that we exist to show up consciously with intentions to be who we intended to be on a soul level, to assist with the growth and evolution of all things. Within my podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, within my podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, I channeled the Kingdom Things Podcast 2033 Prophecy. By the year 2033, we will be a human culture planet Earth with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty. Maybe the ancestral forces said, Ashley, dance when you sing this because it's done. By the year 2033, we will be a human culture planet Earth with no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. As death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking, we're all a part of that gestational phase of the makers of us. The divine told me, Ashley, y'all's dharmic purpose, the human's dharmic purpose, galactic beings' dharmic purpose, all the beings and species and dimensions of divine creation and beyond infinite limits of potentials, y'all's purpose is to deepen the intimacy with yourselves, each other, because you're actually one, yourselves and each other, to grow into greater conscious awareness of your limitless nature, conscious embodiment of your limitless nature. The divine wants to see what do we create. So far, we decided in masses as a collective energy of the galactic creation, and beyond, no death, no disease, no war, no famine, world peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. The divine wants to see what else do we create. That time where we were in this gestational phase and we manifested, we created with our energy, our existence, death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking. The divine says that was a part of the makers of you. Y'all had to garner wisdoms and understandings and compassion, a stark compassion and unconditional love. The beings and people in which you call family and friends. We've lived trillions, eons of lifetimes together in these infinite parallel realities of existence, which are all truly here and now. Where we co-created together death, disease, war, famine, poverty, pedophilia, sex trafficking, human trafficking. And what do? We forgave each other, or what we loved unconditionally, because we always find our way back to each other energetically, to be the wisdoms of what we experience, to create wellness from our experience. You get my podcast, Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, is available to stream for free on YouTube and Spotify. Thank you. This whole channeling was the Pleiadians of Taygeta. They said that's all we wanted to say. Thank you. I thought it was going to be more of a formal channeling. They're like, this is formal to us. They said this is formal to us. You don't have to close your eyes or any of this. This is formal. This is how we do it in the cosmos and the galaxies. And you're awakening to this. Whenever you speak or be, and we thought we were speaking or being on our own accord. We've always only been channeling or conduits for frequencies, limitless frequencies, that we paired with limitation and lack. So we created limitation and lack in the way we showed up. We created limitation and lack in our realities, our lives. Thank you. That was so beautiful. Such a beautiful understanding. Thank you, Pleiadians of Taygeta. Thank you, thank you, thank you. They're Nordic and more. They say we're a Nordic species, and that's what they're known as being a Nordic race. They look like humans like us. They look like Europeans, with bigger bones, like larger, and bigger vessels, like larger, just like bigger, like taller, just bigger. Fair eyes, fair color eyes, fair color hair. They're like, yeah, we come in other shapes and sizes, but we're known as a Nordic species. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Pleiadians of Taygeta. Yeah, like there's a lot of governments on our planet and cultures that they visit. They visit these governments and cultures, and they're tangible, and they walk right next to us, and sometimes we don't even notice, which is really cool. Thank you, Pleiadians. They're like, we want you to explain this, Ashley, so that y'all know it's not far fetched. Like we're here, we've been here, like we live here too, in different dimensions, and some in your optical experience, expression, and sometimes outside of the paradigms of what you perceive as reality, or in different frequencies, different bandwidths, and different dimensions. Thank you. Thank you, please, Taygeta. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I appreciate it. I hope I'm not pushing y'all out, or is it no? We're just okay. And I'm feeling that, and I feel like I'm pushing y'all out, but not really. It's just like a separation of energies. Okay, cool. All right, thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. Likewise, thank you. Because I feel like their energy like waning, like parting. Because like their energy is like super, like it's different. Like it's different. It's varying from my resting state. So like I felt it. I'm like shoot, and then I felt it kind of parting, the energy parting, and I was like, am I pushing y'all out? They're like, no, we're just kind of gone. That was all we wanted to say, so we leaving now. Okay, cool. Okay, thank you. I appreciate it. Please, Taygeta, thank you so much. So yes, I'm a channel for the divine. We all truly are, because that's what existence is. Energies reflecting and refracting, and many other terms in which we use to describe the movement of energy or frequencies. That's what we are. That's what all things are. Channeling of energies. And I channeled Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. The installment is called, can't remember. I'm gonna link it below in the playback on YouTube. I channeled, God was like, I'm scalar, like God is infinite things. God is all things. God is all things, infinite things, including like scalar energy. We know scalar energy as an energy that's difficult to quantify. And you can have a scalar crystal, like a quartz crystal is a scalar crystal. It might look like a small little quartz crystal, but truly it's infinite. Because energetically, it is quantumly entangled throughout all space and time. And that's how the divine is, quantumly entangled throughout all space and time. I'm being guided to go get my quartz crystal. Let me go do that. I'm going to be right back, y'all. 1 second. You're welcome. Thank you. So this is a small piece of scalar, or quartz crystal, which is a scalar crystal. It looks like it's just quantifiable laying here in my hand. But the truth is, it's quantumly entangled throughout all space and time. So it's infinite, limitless. But it looks like it has dimensionality, just like all things in God's creation. And that's what we're awakening to. We look like we have dimensionality. We look like we have a beginning and an end. The truth is that we're quantumly entangled with every dimension of God's creation. We're infinite. We're limitless. Every dimension of God's creation is infinite, is limitless. Glory span. While I take a breath. Give me 1 second, y'all. The brothers and sisters of the cosmos, ancestral forces and beyond, they were like, actually share this while you show the crystal. Like, because I've had divine remembrances. And by the way, this is hey, Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. This is the first time y'all getting a glimpse of the Facebook Community Live. This is a Facebook Community Live collab with my cooking channel, Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. But we just got right into it. But that's how the lives go, Magic Meals community, which we're all truly one. That's how the lives go. We got straight into it. So tonight we are cooking. We are using an ingredient. We are using a recipe tonight, Magic Meals. It's still intuitive because finding this recipe was intuitive because y'all, I got a bottle of I got this bottle of red wine vinegar that I used for a Magic Meals episode, and I was like, I need to use this up. Like, I need to cook something with it. And these were all intuitive inclinations. I know it was soul guidance, right? So we're actually doing this is Magic Meals collabing with Facebook Community Live. And Facebook Community Live, we prepare dinner, we talk, we kiki, we get divine channels, divine wisdoms, existential, fundamental, nature remembrances, healing frequencies. And again, I post these replay, all of the Facebook Community Lives you can find on my music channel, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. Subscribe to the notification bell, playlist section, Facebook Community Live. You'll find all the Facebook Community Lives. Tonight we're doing a red wine vinegar pan-seared chicken with delicious mashed potatoes. We are using a recipe from FamilyStyleFood.com. This is still intuitive because to get to this recipe, I had to follow my soul because I was not thinking about cooking red wine vinegar chicken, pan-seared chicken. I was not thinking about, but my soul was like, hey, Ashley, that red wine vinegar. I said, yeah, we should cook. My soul was like, cook something up. It was like my soul, like breadcrumbing. We think we're thinking. We think we're having epiphanies, but it's really our soul speaking to us. Like, hey, do this, do this, do that. And we think we're like having epiphanies and thinking, being creative. Like, no, it's really the soul. It's soul guidance, all of it. It's all of it. Like the pinging of our energies. And energies are wisdoms, communication. We pick up, we align with frequencies to align with different thought patterns, frequencies, wisdoms, which is all the divine, all God. And we're one with these energies. We're one with all energies. Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips actually channeled about this. We were so calcified that we were like our edifice, our vessels were so dense that we were blocked off from being indoctrinated, penetrated by the energies of our limitless potentials in which we are. The Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips installment is titled Relax into Love, now streaming for free. I'll link it below in the playbacks, which for every channel that's going to get this Facebook Community Live Magic Mills collab edition. We were so calcified that like we would just repeat the same thought patterns. We're raising our vibrations. It's natural. It's a natural occurrence. It's a natural occurrence. Like we've had times in the evolution of our humanity that we have written down, and we can perceive how we went through monumental leaps and jumps in our evolution. And we're like, what happened? It's like the divine happened. Whenever my soul told me, hey, Ashley, whenever creation needs something to continue to grow and evolve, it naturally produces it. The divine says we need cosmic species, celestial species, oneness conscious species of humanity and all the beings of galactic creation, all the beings of the planet, because humanity, we're not the only beings of the planet. Pleiadians and Taygeta said we be here in this dimension and many other dimensions. We be chilling. We live, we exist, we grow and evolve. We become more love, more unconditional love, more wellness, more balance, more oneness with our limitless potentials. You're welcome. Likewise. Thank you. As soon as I said that prayer, baby, I shifted dimensions. Let me ground right back into the present moment. I wasn't thinking about this chicken, this red wine vinegar chicken, but I had soul guidance, intuitive guidance, which is really, or thought patterns, epiphanies, which is really soul guidance. And the energies and frequencies in which we align us with different soul understandings or evolutionary statuses as a galactic species, as a galactic experience, as the divine creation, where all of God's creation is being lifted into bandwidths of frequencies of energies to align with, remember our limitless potentials, to be our limitless potentials. The divine wants to see, what do we create? Not only are we uplifting in our human culture, but all of God's creation uplifting, God wants us to co-create together and realize our dimensions outside of our human, or outside of what we see in the mirror, or outside of what we thought we were for eons, trillions of years. And co-create with different species, dimensions of God's creation. The divine wants to see, what do we create? A channel about these understandings, these wisdoms that are channeled from the soul, channeling right now. Divine revelation alert. Divine revelation. Channeling all my content. I actually channeled about this in my animated series. Asia's Story, the animated series, is available to stream on my author's channel, YouTube channel. AP Short Stories on YouTube. I'll link it below in the playback, for the playback. I channeled the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, which is a 3-part book series. The first 2 parts, Asia's Story. The first book, Coming Home, the story of Asia, followed by the story of Asia, I'm Home. Asia is a teenage girl growing up in the New York City foster care system. She's catalyzed onto her spiritual awakening journey when she meets her twin flame Chase in the hallway of her school, Mayan Prep. Glory spin, y'all. This book is inspired by my own experience. Truly all of our experience, because we're one. We all are waking up to our limitless potentials on our soul's journeys. We're all awakening to the fact that we were created in 2, not 1. Or divine, because we're a species, we procreate through partnership. So God created a partner for all of us, irregardless, like whatever your preference is. The divine's like, y'all learned, y'all figured out how to procreate babies without in same-sex marriages or heterosexual marriages. So it doesn't really matter what your preference is. All is God, all is one. Journey within yourself to learn about what your preference or who you show up, or what's it supposed to teach you about yourself, or who you intended to be in the divine. What medicines you hold in your soul to assist with uplifting all things through the way you show up. God's like, y'all figured out how to make babies. Like, irregardless, y'all figured out how to do that. But it's like, we all have a divine spouse, divine counterpart, or divine travel buddy that we can infinitely grow and evolve with. And it's truly, that person is whoever your soul space says that person is to you. You know, deep dive in your inner space, prayer, meditation, seek God within. Zero tree, seeking God within, which brings me to my Ashley-Nicole Phillips, my Ashley-Nicole, the Ashley-Nicole Phillips, my call to action. Sit with yourself every day for as long as you feel led to. Ask yourself, hey soul, hey self, what is it that I need to do or know to come into greater conscious awareness as well as greater conscious embodiment of my limitless potentials? Wait for the answers because they will come. As we do this, we activate within we activate our DNAs, our cells, our frequency, our spirits, our souls to our divine template, our divine blueprint, who we were created to be in God and limitless potentials. And we start evolving in these frequencies, as these frequencies, and manifest a reality in which reflects our limitless potentials. Abundance, divine purpose, regenerative cells, so instead of decaying and dying and being planted into the ground, we grow, we proliferate as a species into many dimensions and planets and realms, limitlessly. Asya started the animated series, Coming Home, the story of Asya, followed by the story of Asya, I'm Home. It's inspired by my own story. That is, I am a twin flame, divine counterpart. Me and my twin flame divine counterpart have been one. We led lives being projected into this reality by our future selves, or many dimensions, infinite dimensions of ourselves being projected into this reality. To perceive what would we do under these conditions, as insert our names. This is a galactic creation game or fun. We project ourselves, we co-create different dimensions and species and realities and realms and planets by projecting our energy into these different dimensions, species, realms, planets. To see what do we do under these conditions, under these energetic conditions. Our divine counterpart and I, humanity, galactic species, we get projected into these realms and dimensions. And we take on these identities or energetic embodiments or ancestral patterns of who we believe we are, what we believe we are. And one of infinite dimensions is, can we remember who we truly are? Can we remember where we spawn from, our future selves? Can we find our way back home, to our home frequency, embody it in the present moment, embody our limitless potentials in the present moment, to manifest a self and reality that reflects our home frequency, or our futuristic frequency, or no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking frequency. Myself and my divine counterpart, we took on these identities of who we believe we are, through our ancestral projections into this realm as who we are. And our journey of finding our way back home assists with co-creating the evolution of all things, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Coming Home, the story of Asya, followed by the story of Asya, I'm Home. My soul said, hey, Ashley, as well as my other half, all three books is a three book set, the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, three book Parcel. I'll be catalyzed onto my spiritual awakening journey in 2018. My soul's like, hey, Ashley, you do this, this, and this. We're going to bring your divine counterpart in. My divine spouse, my divine counterpart, my man, my husband. We gonna speak it, right? We gonna be it. He is a celebrity. And I got a divine revelation when I was 9 years old on who my person would be, because I saw him on a TV show that me and my sister used to watch. Now, when I'm growing up through my lifetime, because he grew and he became an appreciated being in music culture on our planet, and many other facets on our planet. So 2018, my soul said, hey, Ashley, do this, this, and this. We're going to bring your divine counterpart in. I did that, and that. Gabby Douglas flipped it. Simone Bob twisted. Gold medal Olympian. I did this, this, and that. And my soul didn't lie. Shoot. Our soul brought us back together in 10 months later, 2019. Our soul brought us back into conscious awareness of one another. And energies where we thought we were something other than our home frequency. So it was like a lot of perceived chaos, turbulence, which led to my life falling apart, for it to be put back together in God, who I was created to be in God, my limitless potentials, my home frequency, my future frequency, which is it's an infinite journey. The home frequency is an infinite journey of evolution and growth. And as we journey this journey of being more of our limitless potentials, more of our wellness and balance, or more of our highest timeline possibilities, or who we came into God to be. The divine says whenever creation needs something to continue to grow and evolve, and naturally produces it, you exist, insert your name, because all of God's creation needed you to exist. Needed your experience of divine evolution to assist with the evolution and growth of all things. So it's growing and evolving. 2019, my soul brought me and my divine counterpart back together to conscious awareness of each other in energies where we were out of alignment. We were out of alignment with our home frequency, or who we came into existence to be. Out of alignment with our highest timeline potentials. And out of alignment with the remembrance that we're being projected into this reality by our future selves in infinite dimensions. Our future human selves of our dimensionality that we perceive as reality. When my soul gave me this divine revelation, this understanding, I channeled the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I'll link it below in the playback. I was like, dang. I was like, whoa. It's like a remembrance. Like, we're giving you remembrance, divine remembrance. Spend a lot of letting go of who I think I am to embody the energies of who I came into existence to be. It's a reverse engineering. We're all limitless potentials, and our future selves are just watching us like, come home. You saw me drop that synchronicity. You know what that means. Follow it, so you can embody me in your present moment. You can be your future self in your present moment. This reality is a reverse engineer reality. It's like we already exist. Our future selves already exist. It's about us evolving into our future self in the present moment by setting the intention. Again, the call to action: sit with yourself every day. Ask yourself, hey self, what is it that I need to know to come into greater conscious awareness as well as conscious embodiment of my limitless potentials? And I was like, how does that work? I channeled it in the podcast. I'm gonna link it below in the playback, because I asked, like, how does that work? Like, how do we become our future selves in the present moment? It's like anything that we do. If you set the intention to lose weight, you set the intention, any type of goal, to get a job, to do, and what do? You grow and evolve to embody that weight loss or that job title or whatever it is you want in the present moment. It's the same thing as becoming your future self. You set the intention to be your future self in the present moment. You grow and evolve to embody the frequencies of your future self in the present moment. To be a frequency of wellness, limitless potentials, no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking, and more. Multi-dimensional species, multi-planetary species of the cosmos. We did it, done it, did it. So, Ashley's story, the first two parts, I channeled the animated Ashley's story, the animated series stems from the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel universe, and I actually channeled an episode of Ashley's story, the animated series. I'll link it below, and for the playback on Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube, as well as Magic Mills, as well as Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. And I'm gonna go ahead and put this in the Kingdom Things podcast catalog as well, so I'll put it on all the channels. You'll be able to get the episode where I got that divine revelation, like, hey, like all of God's creation, like we're breaking the fifth wall in every dimension. It's like, as universally aligned, universally assigned, right? It's like we're co-creating with one another. Many dimensions, species, races, planets, realms, we're co-creating all together. We're all awakening to the fact that we're limitless and we're one in limitless potentials, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. So the Pleiadians of Taygeta be like, we walk y'all streets, we live where y'all live and stuff. Like, we live in the same realm, on the same planet in many dimensions, including your optical experience. And many other species, many other races do as well. And we're one with them. We just forgot about it because we were in the gestational phase, and now we're awakening, we're rising up. And many governments all over our planet have been declassifying and continue to declassify our co-creation with multidimensional beings, multidimensional races, multidimensional technologies. And they're continuing to do it because it's a part of the divine mandate. The divine universal forces, like, y'all can't keep these people, y'all can't keep these beings asleep. Y'all can't keep lying to them. Y'all can't keep brainwashing them and gaslighting them from their existential nature. It's illegal. It's against universal codes. It's against divine codes. So we're all awakening and rising, and our governments are releasing once classified documents declassifying the documents as far as our co-creation with multidimensional beings, multidimensional species, multidimensional technologies, multidimensional realms, spaces, places, within space-time and beyond space-time. So, y'all, let's go. So that's a mouthful. My other half, that's the third part of the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. One soul manifests as two bodies, many lifetimes. Our experience, because we're really one soul with our divine spouse. Or we just pray and get that in alignment. Like whoever you're dating, whoever you're with, you just pray, get into alignment, ask God how, just pray about it and bring it into universal alignment. One soul manifests as two bodies, many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to, two people, two beings, many lifetimes. They know they're supposed to co-create a love and a life together. Each lifetime says that their love can't work. They will. Which lifetime, under which circumstances, the books are prophetic. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel is available in the Amazon bookstore. Again, the Ashley-Nicole, the animated series, stems from the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel. The animated series in which I channeled the all God's dimensions cross-pollinating and communing together. That's in the animated series. These wisdoms. If you're getting the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel in paperback copies, it's two bindings. The first two parts, Coming Home, the Story of Asya, followed by The Story of Asya, I'm Home, is in one binding. The third part, My Other Half, is in a separate binding. $29.98 plus tax and less for all three books to be mailed to your home. If you're doing digital downloads, 3 separate downloads, $29.97 plus tax. My soul's like, hey, Ashley, you don't remember who you are. Channel these books. It's going to help remind you. Share with humanity. It's going to help remind all y'all because y'all are one. We're all one in each other. So that's where the Unconditional Love Literature Parcel stems from. I have a lot of gratitude. Scarlet crystals right here. We are one with all things, just like these little scarlet crystals. Quantumly entangled. We're quantumly entangled with all things, all beings and things. We're waking into this. All right. Here we go. So we're cooking our intuitively guided to. We have a recipe. We're cooking our intuitively guided to red wine vinegar braised chicken thighs. So we already have our potatoes boiling back here. I did a lot of pre-prep cooking, and I'm glad I did. I started to do everything on this live, baby. We would have been here for 9 hours. Oh, I'm glad I did it. And it would have been kind of wild because, shoot, I'm doing some new things in this kitchen today. So I'm glad I pre-produced some of the prep. So we have our potatoes back here boiling for our mashed potatoes. Have our mashed potatoes back here boiling. Let me get something bigger, a larger spoon situation to stir. Stir the thing. Yeah, I was putting a lot of pressure on myself. And the ancestral forces said, the brothers and sisters of the cosmos and beyond, they were like, Ashley, baby, stop putting all that pressure on yourself. Because I was going to open this up. My name is Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I'm a future human in the present moment. I've done it a couple times. When I do that, it puts a lot of pressure on myself. Like, because literally when you incantate something, the universe, the divine, God, Shekinah, Hashem, Prime Source, Brahman, the Most High, baby, delivers the energy to you right then and there to manifest whatever it is you incantate. To assist with manifesting whatever it is you incantate. So as soon as I do that, it's a lot of pressure for me to grow really fast, to grow and evolve real fast. So like I'm a channel for the divine. I'm a future human in the present moment. We all truly are, but it's like, hey, Ashley, like, babe, calm down. Like we did it, prophecy fulfilled. Let's go, let's go. Let's go. All right, so let's stir up our potatoes. So we prep these potatoes, the mashed potatoes. Wash them. Russet potato. I use russet potatoes. Use whatever potatoes you would like. Yellow, red, whatever potatoes you like. I'll wash them and skin them and dice them up. And now they're boiling back here on the back burner. We're gonna do something really cool with these mashed potatoes, and I'm excited. It's gonna pack a lot of flavor in the mashed potatoes. We'll get to it shortly because those potatoes still need to cook some. So now what we're gonna do. Prepare our chicken. Prepare this chicken. Prepare this chicken. Prepare the chicken. Okay, y'all. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Let's see how we're gonna do this. Cause y'all can't see the countertop. That's okay. I'm kind of getting guidance to push the camera back and tilt it down. But okay. Let's do that. Let's do this. Give me a second. Y'all. Let me push this camera back so y'all can see the countertop. Y'all can see this countertop. For this chicken recipe. I'm excited about it. I'm super duper excited. Cool. Oh, everything's in the frame. Cool. All right, so let's get our chicken thighs. I pre-washed our chicken thighs, pre-seasoned them. I just put some salt on them because I'll tell y'all why. Give me 1 second. 1 second. So we pre-washed and seasoned, salted our chicken thighs. I'll tell y'all why we're just doing salt on it. Because we're doing the red wine vinegar chicken, braised chicken. We're using red wine vinegar in the sauce, tomato paste, Chardonnay, basil, and thyme. Now I'm probably gonna put a little pepper in here. I'm gonna season to taste, but I want to put like a lot of onion powder. And we're using fresh shallots and fresh garlic. I don't want to put like a lot of onion powder or different like paprika. I don't want to put all the seasoning. I want it to be like a fresh like powerful flavors, which we already have with like the fresh garlic, fresh shallots, tomato paste, red wine vinegar, Chardonnay, thyme, basil. Like we have those fresh, like potent flavors combination. But I wanted like a clean, crisp, like execution, and I want the chicken to be super duper tender. So we're gonna low cook this chicken on here for like a good 45 minutes. So we're gonna be here for a minute, y'all. We always do anyways. So we're gonna go 45 minutes. We're gonna low cook this chicken. Okay. So we have our shallots and our garlic right here. Just chop the shallot. I still need to continue to chop up the garlic. We have the shallots chopped up, cooked up, chopped up. All right, so now we're gonna turn on this front burner. We're gonna put it on a low heat, and in a second, what we're gonna do is add our olive oil. Because what we want to do, we're gonna add our olive oil, our garlic, and our shallot. Because what we want to do is we want to cook up the olive oil and the shallot. We want to cook up the garlic and the shallots and this olive oil to infuse the shallot and garlic oils in the olive oil. Take the shallots and garlic out, and then we're going to put our chicken skin down in the pan to get a nice golden. Get the skin nice and golden brown before we add the rest of our ingredients in the pot. Re-add the shallots with the garlic and slow simmer it for a good 45 minutes. We just put it on the lowest heat and just let it slow simmer until it gets real tender and just falls apart. This is the plan. If you watch the Magic Mill catalog, baby, at the beginning of the episode, I'll be real confident about what we're finna do. And sometimes it don't turn out like that, and that's okay. But shoot, this is the plan, okay? I'm just setting intentions. And so it is. We'll just own it, claim it. Okay, let me wash my hands because I just touched this chicken plate. Let me wash my hands, and then we'll talk about a little bit of what I learned about earlier. Divine revelation, divine epiphany, divine wisdom, gifted, channel from the soul space. Is it okay to say this, soul? Me and my divine counterpart, we've had a time. Like the universal forces, ancestral forces, they've had a time out of like manifesting our universes together or manifesting us in the same room in a tangible reality. They've had a time at doing it. And one time, 2 years and a few months ago, 2 months ago, I woke up at the middle of the night, which I normally do 2 or 3 o'clock in the morning. And I just went into prayer meditation. I started healing and stuff. And the ancestral universal forces were like, it's been difficult bringing y'all together because y'all had these y'all had some stark paradigms of who y'all believed y'all were, and and those paradigms are so contrasting. Like it was hard to bring y'all together in this tangible realm. I was like, dang. I was like, whoa. So I just, kept on healing and zealotry, seeking God within, healing and praying and healing. Because God had told me, the divine told me, firstly, I said, when I wake you up to your magical powers, to the remembrance that you're limitless, I need you to go wake up your divine counterpart. I don't need you to run off and manifest all these types of stuff that I did, that are out of alignment with who you came into God to be. And then God told me, hey, I channeled this in Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. The installment's titled, Staring at the Blank Page Before You. I'll link it in the reference Kingdom Things podcast. content below in the description for the playback, the beings watching on the playback. The divine, and staring at the blank page before you, the divines talked about the twin flame journey and talk about how the man and woman are one. And how the matriarch and patriarch have been feuding, going tit for tat for eons. The patriarch will be up, the matriarch will be down. The matriarch will be up, the patriarch will be down. The patriarch will be up, meaning the patriarch would treat the matriarch like scum at the bottom of the chute. Gum on the bottom of the chute. Matriarch will be up, matriarch will treat the patriarch like scum on the bottom of the chute. The divine is like, hey, Ashley, when the matriarch, remember that the man and woman are one, regardless of what it looks like in y'all's optical experience. Optical expression of divine, limitless potentials. The man and woman are one. When the matriarch is up, the patriarch is down. Up. When the matriarch is down, the patriarch is down. When the patriarch is up, the matriarch is up. When the patriarch is down, the matriarch is down. Y'all are one. And the divine's also like, wake up, yo, person. I channel this in Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. The installment's titled Earth Camp. It's like in the first 8 minutes. The whole thing is packed with channel wisdoms. My whole podcast is all channel wisdoms. Different dimensions and seasons of evolution. God's like, that's how reality works. You know, any given moment, any given season, we are who we are to create evolution or to uplift who we are. So Kingdom Things podcast, Earth Camp, the first like 8-9 minutes, the soul I channel, like the divine's like, hey, when you wake up, go wake your partner up, your divine counterpart, your twin flame up, go wake him up. So, you know, I pray, meditate, and I keep him in, I pray and heal myself. And I know when I'm healing, he's healing too. And I keep him, like, I always revert back to, like, remembering that he's limitless potentials, wellness, and balance, universal forces, as we all are. And heal whatever strifes or griefs or dissonance I'm feeling on the inside to assist with evolving our energy, our spirit into more wellness and balance and limitless potentials is universally aligned, universally assigned for the upliftment and regeneration of all things. So, earlier I was healing the things with the ancestral forces through the inner space. And they were like, I think the universe is hazing me. And I don't like it. Why a piece of my weave on this chicken? Whoa. It's my weave for one. And I'm the only one eating this chicken, y'all. So I don't want to hear nothing like that. But baby, the universe will haze you like that. And baby, now I know it. I'm like, dang, because that did not have to manifest like that. Baby, I'm being hazed. Because the other day I'm at the cafe, right? I got up early in the morning. I went to Ziggy's to the cafe, you know, so work out the coffee shop. And I ordered a piece of cake loaf. It was like chocolate chip, like cinnamon cake loaf. You know, it comes out the wrapper. They put it, I did ask for it to be warmed up, so I put it on a plate, or put it in a little thing and put it in the little oven to heat it up and put it on a plate. Tell me why I like cut the thing open. And inside, baked inside of the loaf was hair. There was hair baked inside of it. I said, now universe, no. At first I was like, okay, things like this happen. I just went to go, I advocated for myself. Back in the day, I wouldn't advocate for myself. I probably just thrown it, before my spiritual awakening, before 2018, I probably just throw it away and just like charge it to the universe. You know, like charge it to the gang, like just throw it away and wouldn't say nothing. But I advocated for myself. I got up and said to the barista working, I was like, hey, there's a piece of hair in the cake. She's like, oh, I'm so sorry. I was like, no, what? Things like this happen. I was like, it's fine. She's like, do you want me to get you another one? I was like, sure. She got me another one, and I sat back down, baby, and I was eating it, baby, no problem. And I took another fork, spoon, and sure enough, there's another piece of hair baked inside the thing. I said, okay, now universe, why are you playing? And the ancestor forces are like, we just needed you to talk to her more. We need y'all to communicate more to help, like, soul healing. We just wanted you to talk to her more. I was like, stop doing it. I was like, now I feel like she might think that I'm doing it. Because, baby, how did 2 loaves in a row, how hair baked in 2 of them like that, and they come out of wrappers. I just said, universe, they were like, the universe was like, we just needed you to talk more for soul healing. Understand whenever we meet anybody, communicate with anybody, walk past anybody, it's a divine orchestration because we're exchanging energetic codes that each being needs. It's a symbiotic healing going on. Whenever you walk past somebody in the grocery store, whatever it is, it's a divine orchestration. So the universal force is like, we need you to talk to her more. I said, baby, okay, thank you so much, but please, not again. They're like, okay. I was like, dang. So I advocated for myself once more. I said, hey, there's hair in here, the chocolate loaf. She's like, whoa. She started looking at the chocolate loaf. She was like, she's like, do you like pumpkin? I was like, yeah, I'll try the pumpkin. And there were no problems with the pumpkin. And then they gave me my money back. And they gave me, oh, shoot. Dang, I'm sorry, Ziggy's. And they gave me a free drink voucher. I apologize, Ziggies. I'm going to bleep y'all's name out because y'all ain't deserve that. That was the ancestral orchestration. On the playback, I'm going to blink the coffee shop's name out. That was the ancestral forces and stuff. Like, we just need y'all to talk more. I was like, okay. All right. They reimbursed me, and they gave me a free 16-ounce drink voucher. And they were like, we are so sorry. I was like, it's okay. Because I'm a regular. Like, that ain't never happened before. It was the universal forces. They just need to communicate more. Like, so, yeah, the universe be playing. So I found that hair right there on my chicken. I'm like, universe, why are you playing with me like that? And in front of the camera, too. That's why I looked to see if the chicken was in frame. Because I started not to say nothing. Because y'all couldn't see nothing. But I was like, is the chicken in frame? I was like, nah, let's be honest. My piece of weave is on this chicken. But it's okay, because I'm the only one eating it, for one. And two, dang, that's wild. All right, back to the divine revelations. Let me wash my hands. So, yeah, I've been healing and stuff to assist with me and my divine counterpart coming back together and doing life together. Doing divine evolution together. Doing life, doing divine evolution. And, so it says we're doing life, divine evolution together, and I've been healing and stuff. And earlier today, we got divine revelations. Ooh, it's like whenever you dated somebody outside of your divine counterpart, it's because things were not in universal alignment for you to come together with your perfect match, or the person that the divine created or orchestrated for you to do reality with, to journey reality and evolve infinitely, limitlessly into more wellness and balance. Through whatever, through anything, you know, through the portals of the divine wisdoms in which we are, being able to activate with each other into new dimensions of limitless wellness, balance, as universally assigned, universally aligned for the upliftment and regeneration of all things. So earlier, the soul was like, hey, like, every person that you dated, every person that he dated, just look at it like, perceive it like, y'all dated each other at those points in time, because truly y'all did. The reason why y'all weren't brought together to physically, because we're truly all one. And the reason why y'all weren't brought together in a tangible to do it together, because it wasn't universally aligned to, it would have been energetically chaotic. The reason why I say this, because a lot of times you can disassociate with versions of yourself because of who you experience those versions of yourself with. So if you dated somebody that you didn't like, you had a bad time, you'll disassociate with that whole version of yourself. And that whole version of yourself and that experience and that situation has so much wisdom, so much divine evolution packed in those dimensions of yourself. So if you disassociate with those dimensions because you hated the experience, you didn't like the person, whatever the case was, you disassociate with your divine evolution. So my soul's like, hey, just look at it like y'all were doing it together. So y'all can garner the wisdoms from each experience and be present with each other. And no longer look outside of your divine counterpartship out of patterns, karmic patterns. Because whenever you experience something with anybody or anything, understand your energy is always trying to loop back around and experience that again. And until you learn the lesson, the wisdoms, where your energy is no longer magnetized so strongly to unconsciously pull you back in those situations, unconsciously or consciously pull you back in those situations. So the soul was like, hey, just project like you were doing with your divine counterpart so you can garner the wisdoms and stop like pulling in, manifesting partnerships, dates, romantic things outside of your divine union. And those partnerships, romantic dates and things outside of your divine union would only keep you in the karmic patterns of dysfunctions, those loops that we were perpetuating before we remembered that we're limitless. Before we knew that we had a divine blueprint with divine experiences, divine specifications for us to be and live. Like doing life with our divine counterparts. I was like, baby, oh shoot, thank you so much. Cause I be coming on here and baby speaking like my past things to try to heal it. Cause I've been baby, and finally the soul's like, hey, Ashley, you can do this as well. I was like, thank you. Cause we're limitless. Cause I've been healing, and like I've been voicing my grievances. The soul said, you saying grievances is fine. I've been voicing my grievances of manifesting like men wanting to pursue me outside of my divine counterpartship. I don't like it because I know who I am now. I also know our energies. We have energetic patterns that we weren't so aware of that would call in or manifest these situations. And it's like, are you going to choose who God says you are? Or are you going to choose what seems comfortable or seems maybe fun or in the moment or hot and heavy, whatever the case may be. I was like, no, I want to be who God created me to be. And I ancestrally pray this and say this. So thank you, universal forces. So if you've been in relationships, places, and people with things and you didn't like it, baby, understand that situation was practice, preparation for your highest timeline potentials or your divine blueprint, divine manuscript manifestation with your perfect match, divine purpose, wellness, balance, abundance of all things, beautiful wellness and whole is universally aligned, universally assigned for the upliftment and regeneration of all things, and so shall it be. Yes. So I was like, shoot. So I learned that earlier. I learned this earlier. I was like, yeah. I kind of want to dance about it. But we already did some dancing today. We already did some dancing. Kind of want to dance about it. Okay, this pan is nice and hot. It's actually a little too hot. Maybe it's perfectly hot. Yes, it's perfect. Let's go ahead and get our scallops. Well, let's finish chopping up our garlic. Some garlic pieces here. We gotta finish chopping up. We have our shallots, not scallops, shallots here. Bless me, almost burped. Bless me. We gotta get our we get another plate. We gotta get our garlic chopped up. And then we can go ahead. Let me turn off this fire for a second because that is really hot. Let me just turn it off for a second while we continue to prepare our garlic. Chop up our garlic. I was trying to beat the clock. Baby, I was down here with my head wrapped up. Baby, needed to go take a shower. Getting the chicken prepped, potatoes prepped. We made it on time, 5 o'clock. Thank you again, Pleiadians of Taygeta. Thank you. Thank you. All right, so let's get this chopped. Our garlic chopped. Get our garlic chopped up here. The coffee shop thing. My person's like, keep on talking about the coffee shop thing. No, it happened a few weeks ago. I was like, this is not a coincidence. I felt in my spirit. I said, so what's going on? So we just need you to talk to her more. I said, could y'all not do it like this though? And it was also like a test for me. Like, would I advocate for myself for one? Because normally I would just throw it away and I would just like, just whatever. Would I advocate for myself? And then also like my temper. Would I be patient about the situation? And I feel like I did both. Like my conscious intention was to do both. Be patient and advocate for myself. That's good right there. That's a big piece of garlic, but that's okay. A big chunk of garlic. So that this happened. It was cool. It was cool. Nah, I didn't tell them. I didn't tell the barista it was a soul orchestration. No. No, I didn't say that. Yeah, no, I didn't tell him. I'm telepathically talking with my divine counterpart. He's like, did you tell the person? I'm like, no, I didn't tell him. I didn't tell him it was a divine orchestration. That's cool. That's good like that. Oh, okay, shove it like that. Okay, we're going to go ahead and get this added in the pan. I'm excited. And I'm also nervous. It's going to be great. First time preparing this meal, this dish. Oil of a pan, and when it shimmers, and the chicken skin down, cook under for 10 minutes. Washing the universe. Uni. putting our shallots in the pan. Our shallots in the pan. Shallots in the pan. Plenty of shallot, so all this seasoning. Shallots pack such a punch. I'm sorry, my butt's facing the camera. Shallots pack such a punch. They're so aromatic and flavorful. So again, I didn't want to over season with like dry seasonings. We're using all the shallots, baby. All the shallots, all the shallots, all the shallots. Let's go ahead and get our garlic in here as well. And here as well. And again, what we're wanting to do is really infuse the olive oil in a pan that we're gonna place our chicken thighs face down in, or skin down in, to get them golden brown. We want to infuse this olive oil with the garlic and shallot oils as it sweats off a little bit. So just like 2 minutes in the pan. We don't want them to brown or anything like this. We don't want them to get too brown at all. So 2 minutes, let these sweat off in here. Sweat off in there like that. Yeah, we could. We'll get another plate situation. Get another plate situation. Put our things in. Let's check our potatoes, see if they're tender. Yeah, they're tender enough. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and take out these, go ahead and take out, they're browning pretty quickly. So we're going to take out the shallots and garlic. Like a minute and 30 seconds to the brown pretty quickly. So the brown pretty quickly. And then we're going to go ahead and drain our potatoes. Our boiled potatoes for our mashed potatoes. We're gonna infuse them with garlic. So garlic mashed potatoes. This is definitely 1000% intuitive. All things truly are, but preparing the mashed potatoes this way is definitely intuitive. All things are, yes. You're welcome, thank you. Alright. Smells so delicious. Let's get everything on the plate, okay? Smells really good. I'm gonna get all the pieces out of here so that I don't have any burnt garlic or shallot in our dish. Get all the pieces out of here. Alright. So you see our shallots and our garlic just smell so good. So we have garlic and shallot infused oil. We're gonna turn the temperature just a smidget, and while that's heating up, warming up, before we place our chicken in the thing, we're gonna go ahead and drain our potatoes. Again, I just cleaned, skinned, and diced some russet potatoes. You can use whatever potatoes you would like. I'm gonna be out of frame for just one moment while I drain this. Yeah, that's warm. That's warm. Gotta get these. This and this. You gotta get these, this is warm. Alright, cool. Strange, we have our potatoes here in the pot. Boiled potatoes in the pot. Using quite a few. Basically meal prepping for the next 5 days. So using quite a few potatoes here. All of our taters, all of our potatoes. All right. So we're gonna have to just all of our potatoes. We're gonna go ahead and transfer our potatoes into this bowl, because what we're gonna do, just drain our potatoes nice to get the water out of the potatoes. Transfer them here to the bowl. Y'all can't see, but I'm about to coming back in frame in just a moment. Just a moment. Magic Mills is like, Ashley, we would never get at it like this back in the day. But this is a Facebook community live, so y'all seeing me y'all are not seeing me, baby. Sometimes I'm gonna be out of the frame, Facebook community lives, and we're okay with this. We're okay. Yeah. All right, cool. So we have our boiled potatoes, or our mashed potatoes. We're gonna have to place these to the side momentarily while we get. All right, let me put my hair to the back. I'm gonna wash my hands again because I just touched my hair. Here we go. Put our chicken thighs face down. Chicken thighs face down. In this pan to get the skin nice and golden. I have a confession. I have another confession. I have another confession. It's like, oh, that's all you give is confessions. I got another confession. But I've never cooked chicken with bone. I've never cooked meat with bones in it. I know. So I'm nervous about this. I was nervous when I was cleaning the chicken. I'm nervous about cooking the chicken. I'm 32. I just turned 32 January 5th. I've never cooked meat with bones in it, baby. Ever. Because I was vegetarian vegan for a few years in my 20s. And before that, I would cook chicken breast. I didn't use bone-in chicken. And here we are. I'm not a vegan vegetarian. I'm 32, and shoot, that's how things manifest. That's how these things turned it out. So I'm cooking these chicken thighs, bone in, skin on, no hormones or steroids added. Chicken thighs. We're gonna do it face down first to get a nice golden crust, golden skin on our chicken. And yes, we will be cleaning the stove tonight. We will be cleaning the stove. I was going to talk to the ancestors. Ancestors. Like, there was like blood on the chicken still. Yes, Ashley. Oh my gosh. Cause baby, I cooked them chicken breasts. Y'all, you'll see a little bit. You just cut it out. Yeah, baby, bone in, baby. Ooh. I gotta Google afterwards to see if this is a thing universe. Yes. Oh my gosh. Let me calm down. Because I've always been squeamish and squirmish when it comes to blood and stuff. So I'm just like, all right, let me wash my hands. I have to be honest. I have to be honest. shit. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm like, oh, I apologize. I'll bleep this out on the playback. Oh my goodness. And then ancestral forces, when I was cleaning the chicken, I was just tapping in celestial consciousness. I was telepathically communicating with like ancestral galactic beings and stuff. They're like, yeah, like we have that in our culture too. And it manifests in y'all's culture because we're truly one. You know, there's people that eat bone marrow. There's people that actually eat blood, pudding and stuff like this, like blood and stuff. I never thought I would do it. Baby, literally. Like there's blood in this dish. There's chicken blood in this dish. They're like, yeah, it happens in our culture too. I'm making all the faces because I was like, I baby before, but like chicken breast, the breast, no bones. Of course, I'll eat chicken with bones in it, but I'm not cooking it. I wasn't gonna cook it. Ooh. Dang. Okay. Back in my Iron Chef, Top Chef Masters energy. Y'all, I'm like in a different dimension with it right now. Like, okay, that's gonna take a couple minutes. Let's prepare our garlic. I'm just ready for all this blood to cook off. Like, let's just prepare our garlic and yeah. It's the universal ancestral force is like it's still in the dish though, y'all. It's still in the dish. Very true. Very, very true. All right, let's peel the rest of these garlic. Thank you. Yeah, so let's peel the rest of the garlic and yeah, we can definitely turn that off. Thank you. Alright, so let's peel the rest of our garlic and we're gonna continue to prepare our mashed potatoes. I do need to get a dish to put our chicken in. Our seared chicken. Magic Rose, this is the first time we have done. Have we done a dish with meat in it? I don't think so. Nope. This is the first time we've done a dish with meat in it, Magic Rose. Cause when I was cleaning this chicken, the chicken, I said tofu, and it started bleeding. I said tofu would never. But I was like tofu would never. But I was like, I'm having this experience. I appreciate this experience, and I prayed over the chicken. I was like meditating, praying with the chicken and things. And thank you. And we have gratitude. Whew. Alright, is that like that? I gotta go watch some episodes of Iron Chef after this because I was like, I don't remember ever seeing the meat bleeding in the pan. I don't remember seeing it. Definitely. What does the chef energy say? Always. Bone in meats. Yes, okay. Cause I'm like, something don't feel right. Why is meat bleeding like this? Something don't feel right. It's like, no, this is how it goes. Okay. New experience, okay. I gotta talk to spirit. I gotta talk to chef energies. I gotta consult the chefs and the ethers, the chef energies. Like, this how it goes? Yes. Okay. All right. They're like, you call yourself a chef in your show? I said I'm a home cook. I just said home chef. I do say house chef. I do say this. I do say this. I do say this, yeah. Like, I gotta make the faces. That's how I get through stuff. I gotta make the faces. Ooh, I'm just kidding, universe. I don't want to manifest making the faces. You definitely don't want to overcook the chicken, but I feel like it's not gonna overcook. It's a lot of meat. Is this all the garlic we need? Do you want to use all this garlic? Yeah, we're gonna use all these garlics here. I really wanted to have this done before we started the live. So I really wanted to do. There we go. There we go. So the chicken's cooking off nicely. No, I'm meditating and praying because I'm feeling stuff. I'm just in my heart space, you know, meditation prayer. I do that sometimes. Like I do that a lot of times. I do it a lot of the times. Yes. Put the garlic over here on this plate over here. Chop this garlic up and we're gonna check on our chicken. Make sure it's golden brown. See if it's golden brown. Turn golden brown yet. The skin of it. My boo, my oh, my boo. See, I've been consulting with our soul. And I've been learning. Can I share this? Is it okay to share this? Yes, okay. I've just consulted with our soul, like our future self, which is truly here and now, you know? And it was like, dang. It was like, my soul was like, cause I consciously, like, I somewhat consciously perceived. Ooh, shoot, I almost told on myself. I somewhat consciously perceived, like, our soul leading me to us, because I started having visions. Something just flashed. I'll see it on a playback. I started getting visions when I was 17. Started having visions of me, like 16, 17. I started having visions of me and my person. And then I got an iPad like my junior year of high school. And then my birthday is in January. And then right after that, I got an iTunes gift card. And I was like, what am I going to buy with this? Now, again, like we channeled earlier, whenever you have internal epiphanies and things, that's the soul. You're really having a dialogue with the soul. Or the universes, or the oneness of all things, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, and Most High. So like, what am I going to buy with this gift card? And I was guided to buy my person's album. And I did, and I would just meditate and pray. Like, I would meditate and pray over it. Like, I would just listen to it back to 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 back. And the soul was like, you were remembering. Simultaneously, while I was doing that, I'm in high school, experiencing things in which I was projecting mine and my divine counterpart's soul remembrance onto, like, boys and stuff in my immediate reality. That's why my soul's like, hey, Ashley, just baby, I just dropped some garlic. Hey, Ashley, understand all those experiences were a manifestation of your own soul. So just understand that. Release the anger, resentment, pain, and garner wisdoms from the experience of the manifestation of your own soul. Coming along nicely. Am I gonna need this again? I don't think so. Nope. It's coming along nicely. We're gonna go ahead and prepare. Wash our hands. We're gonna prepare the preparation for how we're gonna infuse our potatoes with a lot of garlic flavor. Garlic. Wash my hands. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and get let's put our pot up here so we can see it. It's in our view site. Getting all types of popped on. All types of popped up on. Let's clean this out a little bit. A little bit. Oh. Okay. No, we'll use another part. We'll use another pot. I don't feel like washing it right now. Okay, y'all. We gotta think on our toes. I'm gonna go ahead and wash this pot because the other pots are just way too big. Some of the pots are just way too big, and then some of the pots are too small. Just wash this really quickly, y'all. Oh, that was simple. That was easy. I thought it was going to get an SOS tag, all types of stuff. No. All right. Okay. So we have our pot. We have our pot here. Okay, cool. We have our pot, y'all. Our clean pot. And we are going to, give me one second, y'all. We're going to do all right, so we have some half and half milk and cream. We're going to put this just a little bit into the pot. Shake it up good, shake it up good. Put a little bit into the pot. A bit of it into the pot. Give me a second, I'll put this back in the refrigerator. With our garlic, our fresh garlic that we chopped up. We're gonna chop this up a little bit more. Our fresh garlic. We're gonna do some salt and pepper. We do actually need to chop this up a little bit more. salt and pepper. I've been cooking for a long time, y'all. I've been cooking since I was a kid. Since I was an itty bitty. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, I intuitively cook. So, you know, whatever I'm intuitively guided to, that's what I prepare. That's how I cooked growing up. Whatever was in the pantry, I would just intuitively cook things, whatever was in the pantry. So that's where Magic Meals stems from. That's where Magic Meals stems from. Alright, so we have this. Let me wash my hands again. We did say we were gonna slow cook that, and it's moving very slowly. And that's cool. So we're gonna do some black pepper. Almost forgot a step in this meal. So we have our mashed potatoes. We have fresh garlic. We'll put some black pepper in here, and just a little bit of salt. Those about ready to be flipped over. These are about ready to be flipped over. Okay. About ready to be flipped over. Put some salt in here. A bit of salt. And our boiled potatoes over sitting over there on the side. A bit of salt. A few dashes of salt. It's barely coming out, so a bit of salt. We're gonna go ahead and put this back on the stove and slowly steep it and allow the garlic to infuse, the garlic oils to infuse in the cream and things and stuff. So do that right there. Let me check on the browning on our skin, on our chicken skin, chicken thighs. I kind of wanted to keep on cooking them for a couple more minutes. The salt, Ancestor said, Ashley, go ahead and flip those over, baby. Go ahead and flip those over, baby. You did it. You did it, baby. If my phone wasn't plugged up, I would probably pick it up and show y'all. But I'm gonna get the dish, let those cook on that side for a couple minutes. Because we want to slow cook it just for 2 minutes. It's probably only slow cook for like 30-35 minutes. 2 minutes, and then put them in our dish. Cook the other two, the final two. The final two. Hand sear the final two. Let me find a dish to put this chicken in. Put this chicken off in. We'll use this bowl here. Bowl situation. Put our chicken once they get done. Out of the pan done searing. We have our. I know y'all can't see it. Let me kind of turn off the camera just a little bit so I can see what's going on the other burner just a bit. We have our cream, half and half, garlic infusion situation right there on this burner. Now what we're gonna do is start preparing our chicken stock. We need chicken stock. We need Reading the ingredients, y'all. We need, I know this is new magic meals. New for me too. We need 1/4 cup of chicken broth. I'm thinking a half a cup. So I just want to double up on the flavor. So a half a cup of chicken broth. So let's do this. Let's prepare our chicken broth. We'll move this to the side. We don't need this quite yet. Quite yet. Okay. Yay, the dishwasher's done. Let's get our pot. We need this pot for our chicken broth. Alright, so we're gonna put this here. Start preparing our chicken broth. So instead of purchasing, we gotta do this quickly because we need to get our chicken on out this pan. We don't want to overcook it. I was getting guidance to take it out now. Let's just do this really quickly. We're gonna go ahead and do a half a cup of water, a little bit over half a cup, because it's gonna boil for a little bit. It's gonna boil for a little bit, so yeah. A little bit of half a cup of water. Some of it's gonna evaporate from the boil. The boil. Baby, that's a whole 2 cups. Okay, I was looking at I don't know how I did that like that. It's okay, I need some water. I need some hydration anyways. Let me pour some in a cup. I don't know how. I'm literally looking at the line while it just flows on the, okay. All right, okay. Baby, look at that. Like, how did I do that? I don't even know. I think it was intentional. Also, I was like, we need some water. That's good. That's actually a cup of water. Go ahead and get this. Actually, we're gonna do one chicken bouillon cube. One chicken bouillon cube. We're gonna go ahead and do our add more spices in here. We're gonna do some red chili flakes. Yeah, we're gonna do it just as sticky. We're gonna do some red chili flakes. Some red chili flakes. I don't want to make it too spicy just because I was trying to use the rest of these. We're not gonna do this. We're not gonna do that. We're not about to do that. Some red chili flakes, a little bit of pepper. What are pepper component in here? Some pepper. Plenty of salt in the bouillon cube. So go ahead and get this off in here. Our broth. This is again, the recipe calls for a chicken broth, plus, it says plus more if needed. Baby, I'm doing a whole half a cup. Half a cup of chicken broth. Do that here. It's actually a cup of water, because it's gonna boil off. Some of it's gonna evaporate. Some of this water's gonna evaporate. And that's how I make my chicken broths. My broths. If you regular magic meals, you know that's how we make our own broths. We don't normally buy our broth from the store. Let's go ahead and get this on the stove. Go ahead and get this on the stove. Get another plate. Let's see if this is ready to be taken out. 2 more minutes. There we go. Couple more seconds. So like Julia Childs, because y'all, this is a French recipe. It's a French inspired recipe. Sound like Julia Childs. Couple more minutes on that one. Just still sticking to the pan. See y'all see? See how golden brown and beautiful that is? It looks so good on camera. Look how good, beautiful that is. Chicken thighs. Chicken thighs. The last one's cooked. That one needs a few more seconds. We got our broth on the stove. Cooking down nicely. Our cream. What did I do? I haven't got one yet. Okay. Haven't got the utensils for our cream yet. Ooh. Just baby, it almost burned. It smells so good. Whoa, it smells so good. So I'm trying to think, how do I want to do this? Do I want to be extra top chef and drain or take out these garlic pieces? Yeah. Okay. We're gonna be extra top chef. Let's take out these garlic pieces. Or do we want to get the garlic in there though? So I kind of want to take out. Okay. We're gonna be extra top chef, y'all. Take out these garlic pieces. We need another plate to set down our. We'll just set it down right here. It's fine. Okay, so to this, we don't need our thing. We don't need any more bouillon. All right, we're gonna go ahead and see if this chicken thigh is ready. Still sticking to the pan, so maybe a few more seconds, couple more minutes, and we have 2 more chicken thighs to sear. We're gonna put this over here to the side. Chicken thighs to the side. Okay, and now we're gonna continue to prepare our potatoes, our mashed potatoes. Move it back this way. Continue to prepare our mashed potatoes. Mashed potatoes. Our mashed potatoes. Our mashed potatoes. Okay. So what we're gonna do is we're going to just gonna throw the garlic away. The soul said yes. Internal guidance says yes. Just throw the garlic away. Dang. So throw this garlic away. Okay. So what we're doing right now is we're gonna go ahead and skim out the garlic pieces. The pieces of garlic that we infused in the cream. It smells so good. It smells so good. So we got that garlic taste in our mashed potatoes. We're getting the garlic taste in our mashed potatoes in a pretty cool way. Skimming out this garlic on the I be moving slow in the kitchen because I be talking to ancestral forces. I be learning stuff. Follow my guidance and things. Let's kick it up a notch. Kick it up a notch. A notch. Kick it up a notch. Kick it up a notch. Kick it up a notch. I think we got all the garlic pieces out of here, yeah. Yep it up. Yep. Throw this away. Wash my hands so I just touch my nose. Throw that away. All right, cool. Go ahead and got it. Get it, got it good. Get it, got it, get it, got it good. There's no way in the world. There's no way. I gotta, like this one's done as well. It's like, it's still like blood. And I'm like, there's no way in the world. Like, there's no way. I gotta transport that from that bowl. Let me put the rest of this chicken in the pan. The rest of this chicken in this pan. Throw these napkins away. I'm so sorry, y'all. There's blood everywhere. There's blood on stuff. There's chicken blood. Woo. Okay, so our broth. There's grease everywhere. Chicken blood places. Ooh. Okay, we gotta, our potatoes. So we're here with our potatoes, and we're gonna do, let's finish our potatoes, and we're gonna finish the chicken. It gives me a bit anxiety. Okay. Alright, so we're gonna get our potatoes. We're gonna actually go ahead and just put our potatoes straight into the cream. I kind of want to taste it. I think that's a good idea, to taste it. See how this cream tastes. Let's see that tastes. Absolutely delicious. So much flavor. Whoa. Whoa, baby, I might just, eat this like a gravy. We're gonna go ahead and put it in the put the potatoes up in here. Let's scoop our potatoes up. Our boiled potatoes. Again, I use russet. Use whatever kind you want. Yukon, golden Yukon, red, whatever you feel. Whatever you're feeling. The potatoes on in here. Potatoes on in the pot. Potatoes on in the pot. Turn those off in the pot. I just knew this dish was gonna be grown and sexy. I was like, what's a grown and sexy dish? Red wine, vinegar, braised chicken. Ooh, grown and sexy, baby. Where? I mean, sure, when it's done and it hits the plate, maybe, yeah. Baby, over here like, ah! I just knew it was gonna be. Cause you know how Instagram, you know, social media, you get the reels, you get the hot takes or the, you know, the sweet takes of the life. Baby, I thought that's what this whole episode was gonna be, just grown and sexy. I wanted to sip on some Chardonnay, but my soul said, Ashley, do not do that. Baby, do not sip on Chardonnay, because as soon as I put alcohol in my mouth, baby, I feel the energy of the alcohol. So my soul said, Ashley, do not. I'm gonna taste test it, because I never had Chardonnay. The dish calls for Chardonnay. So surely I'm gonna taste test it. I'm gonna taste it, because I've never had Chardonnay. I was just drawn and sexy, just sipping on Chardonnay, just real cute, like, no, girl. No, we ain't here really cooking. Like, so, baby, chicken bleeding off in the pan, in the bowl. God's darn getting popped on. So, all right, y'all, so we're going to go ahead and, I have a potato masher. We're going to go ahead and mash our potatoes and our cream. Our garlic infused cream. Again, I use fresh garlic. We did the Magic Mills Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube. Again, subscribe to the notification bell. We did the potato gratin, and I use dehydrated onion instead of garlic. So whatever you have in your kitchen, garlic powder, onion powder, dehydrated garlic, dehydrated onion, to infuse in your cream, heavy whipping cream, half and half cream, heavy whipping cream. Getting that all this mashed off in here. Get it mashed really nicely. Everything mashed in here pretty well. Ground potatoes mashed in here. Switch arms, I'm getting kind of tired. These mash up really well. I felt like these potatoes could use a couple more minutes. This is fine. We did say the soul. I like it. I like it. So doing a more rustic style mashed potato, and that's what I had. That's what I heard. That's what I got the insight to do for this mashed potato. More rustic style, chunkier mashed potato, paired with this red wine braised chicken. So, because part of me wanted to do a real silky smooth mashed potato, fluffy. Silky smooth, like no more rustic situation. So keeping some chunks in there, in here. Give me some chunks in here. Stir it up real good. Yeah. I kind of want to keep them. I don't want to add any more pepper or anything. But I want to keep them. I don't want them to be really peppery. Like as far as the color, I want them to be on the whiter side. The soul's like, why are you thinking about pepper, Ashley? Why are you thinking about adding pepper? I was like, I could perceive somebody watching and saying like, add more pepper, add butter, add pepper. I could perceive it. I could perceive. I don't have any butter on hand, actually. I'm out of butter. I'm not gonna add any butter. I did the whipping cream, half and half heavy whipping cream, and I don't want to add any more pepper. Because I don't want the potatoes to be speckled with too much pepper. Too much pepper. All right. Let's try these, and we're gonna get them in a serving bowl. Get them off in a serving bowl. Fried potatoes. These, with that red wine vinegar, braised chicken sauce situation. Baby, delicious. Hitting. Let's put these in the serving bowl. That's not even necessary, actually, because I'm gonna get my one serving. I'm actually meal prepping these. Probably the one serving that I'm gonna eat tonight. And yeah. Go ahead and plate up the one serving here. And then put the potatoes to the side. The one serving. Let me stop playing. I'm gonna eat more than just this little spoon full. We'll just do it like this. Universe, like, we're just playing with you, Ashley. Because I made these tofu patties. Tofu nuggets. Where I use a spoon to, like, kind of make a shape out of it. Like, we're just playing. Like, we're gonna just go for it, okay? Now let's go ahead and... Universe, Universe. This is cool. So we have our mashed potatoes. Our mashed potatoes. Nice and delicious mashed potatoes. I am. Soul's like, you're gonna eat a little bit more than that, Ashley. I am. Very true. Let's put these to the side. The mashed potatoes to the side. Finish up our chicken dish. Our chicken dish. Alright. So our mashed potatoes. I'm putting them back in the oven. Actually, I'm putting them in the oven. Keep them warm. Put on, keep them warm. In the oven. Why did this turn back on? No. No. I was like, what is that sound? Dishwasher turned back on. Keep warm. Alright, so the mashed potatoes are keeping warm in the oven. Alright, y'all. Gotta gather myself about this chicken, the bones in it. Ah! Oh, okay, breathe after. Alright, guys, y'all, I need to go with some napkins. Napkins. Ooh. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get our chicken laid out, drained out. We're gonna move this chicken to a new, we're gonna set our chicken down right here. Because I feel like it needs to, I gotta drain it up. The chicken on this napkin. I'm about to wash some dishes in a minute because I cannot do this like this. So many dishes everywhere. While our chicken is slow cooking. It's only gonna cook for like another 30 minutes. It's done. Nice golden as well. Nice and golden as well. So I need a couple more minutes. It's really thick. Use a couple more minutes. That one right there. All right, let me gather myself. Regather myself. I really want to clean this stove because, baby, I don't, all this, now that we done cooked up the chicken, we're going to clean out the stove because I can't continue to cook with the stove looking like this. This is grease everywhere. Everywhere. Oils everywhere. All right, y'all. Move this over here. Got that down like that. Nice and golden and beautiful. Hear that? Yeah. Nice and golden and beautiful. Now we're gonna go ahead and clean up our stove and everything. Cause baby, clean as you go. We gotta clean up as we go. The thing is, it's hot oil grease. I don't know what we're gonna do with it. Because it really needs, pour it, the sauce that pour it in a bowl, Ashley. Got it. Get it good. We're gonna pour it in a bowl over here. Pour it in one of these bowls. We have to wash this again. Alright, so we're gonna start cleaning as we go because it just seems like a responsible thing to do. So let's go ahead and start cleaning up. Then my wine, this wine got warm. I did take it out earlier during pre-production. I just knew I was gonna have some chilled wine during this episode. No, baby, go sip on that water, baby. Sip on the water. The water. I hope this bowl does not bust. It's not gonna bust. I hope it don't bust. It's not. Let's just speak well. This is not gonna bust. Okay, we're gonna clean out this pan. We're also gonna clean out this stove. All right, y'all. So put this oil to the side, let it cool down. Then put it in the bag and put it in the trash. Put it in the bag. Put it in the trash. Okay. Now we have our chicken broth. We actually need to stir this up. This needs to be loved on. This chicken broth needs to be loved on. Here we go. There we go. There we go. For chicken broth. So if anybody's wondering what this time is, if you haven't, like, you're not tapped into it yet, God's bringing us home. It's most commonly known as Second Coming of Christ. Second Coming of Christ having infinite dimensions. Including Christ's consciousness, or the oneness of all things, our limitless potentials, the energy in which we've always only been. The gestational phase when we fell out of alignment with this was a part of the makings of us, part of our evolution and growth as divine energies of divine creation, or God, divine energies that are one with God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. So God's calling us home. We're being called home into divine remembrance. Activating into our limitless potentials, our divine energies within our human, or within the galactic creation, as a galactic species of galactic colonization or galactic citizenship, galactic community, galactic experiment. Again, I talked about it earlier. I channeled it earlier. Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I'll link it below for the playback. Kingdom Things Podcast installment titled Humans Ashamed of Being Human, plus Galactic Experiment. The galactic experiment, cosmos, planets, universes, realms. It's an iota of divine creation, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High, also known by many other names, many other terms. Infinite potentials, infinite existence. Galactic creation is a dimension of infinite creation, simultaneously one with infinite creation. The way we see the planets, when we look out into the solar system and the galaxy, the universe, is the way we see planets and gases and things of this nature. There's realms and dimensions and paradigms beyond our synaptical perception, beyond our synaptical perception, as well as beyond our synaptical understanding. And other dimensions and paradigms beyond dimensions. We're being awakened, and as we love on ourselves in our inner space, as well as so above, the level, the deepening of intimacy that we have with our inner space mirrors in our reality. I channeled a song called It's on my album, again, Ashley-Nicole Music on YouTube. Subscribe to the channel. It's on my album, Epoch the album. We are free, so you call attention. The lyric in the song is the relationship we have with ourselves mirrors the access we garner to the universes. So the relationship we have ourselves mirrors the relationship we have with the universes, the reality, physics, or dimensionality. I say physics because the way we perceive reality is through our science, is through like physics and things of this nature. How do we deepen the understanding of physics or multidimensionality, quantum realms, quantum energies, quantum existence? We deepen the relationship with ourselves to be able to perceive our reality, creation, existence in a deeper way. Our existential fundamental nature in a deeper way. We are free, so we caught in temptation, really want gestation. The ways of nature, days of vision. I cannot remember the song's name, the title of the song. It's one of the songs where I sing in a classical way. So normally I'll bust out and sing the song. But I haven't sang the song like on any platform. We are free, so glowing. Baby, I don't even remember the lyrics like that. We are free, so glowing. I'll link that song below. I'm so sorry, song, baby. I just doing you wrong. The lyric is the intimacy with ourselves mirrors the access we have with the universes. The relationship with ourselves mirrors the access we garner to the universes. The relationship with ourselves mirrors the access we garner to the universes. So the way we see planets and gases and things of this nature, or like barren planets, is a direct reflection of the relationship we had with ourselves. Our planet is a multidimensional realm portal that you can it has limitless dimensions, limitless potentials, like every dimension of God's creation. Venus, Mars, Jupiter, there's realms and societies, civilizations, cultures, and other dimensions that were beyond our synaptical perception. And now they're becoming divine revelation. I was like, I was told, hey, you're gonna get a divine revelation during this channeling, or during this live, just channeling. We're gonna start being able to perceive in greater faculties the cultures and civilizations and beings, relationships, love, on the other planets. Venus, I'm getting Venus specifically. Venus will have new findings, new understandings about the cultures and beings of Venus shortly, soon. Cool. Now I did channel the Mayan ancestors. Ooh. Oh, thank you. Whoa. They say we're coming home too. Ooh. Whoa. Okay. So I channeled the Mayan ancestors within Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, and they're like, we didn't just poof out of thin air. We didn't just like disappear. It wasn't like a timeline of reality. Okay, it was a smallpox or whatever. But they're like, baby, infinite timelines of reality as well. We transcended to other planets. Venus. We reside on Venus. We live on Venus. Collectively, we transcended to Venus. Through the way we strengthen our relationship with our inner space, ourselves. Our existence. Instead of like shaming ourselves, we ran into our existence. We learned about ourselves and allowed us to grow and evolve into an interplanetary, interdimensional species. That many of our origins stem right here on planet Earth and our dimensionality of existence. And we have the ruins and the artifacts. Our archaeologists have uncovered ruins and artifacts. There's many more. But they're saying we're coming home too, meaning we're going to be perceptive to y'all on planet Earth. In y'all's dimensionality, we're going to be perceptive to y'all. That's us coming home. That's y'all coming home to divine remembrance, divine oneness. Whoa, on from Venus. Ah, whoa, beautiful. Whoa, 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 whoa. Whoa, thank you. Thank you. Whoa. Would you like to say more? No Haka? Okay. It's like, oh, we know Haka. Transcendentally, yes. They would like to say more transcendentally. They're just playing with me because we're just joking banter. Because when I channeled them in the podcast, I'll link the episode below, but the playback, like Mayan Ancestors, is in the title of the Kingdom Things podcast installment. It is available on YouTube and Spotify. Like they had me do Haka, as a therapeutic releasing of dense energies. They want me to close my eyes. They want to transcendentally channel. Yes, Ashley, we would like you to close your eyes as we share with the world frequencies of Venus, paradigms of reality in which were once not perceptive to your synaptical understandings, and now they are perceptive to your synaptical understandings because we've always been one. We've always been culture. We've always been beingness. We've always been existence. Divine evolution. Thank you, Ashley. You're welcome. Thank you. Whoa. Thank you. Whoa. Likewise, thank you. Whoa, cool. Whoa, heart-centered. Self-acceptance, transcendence. Whoa, you're welcome, thank you. Whoa. Cool. Powerful, abundant, powerful, cool. Wow. Wow. You gonna let that breathe. Let this breathe. And wash the dishes. Whoa. Honest and candid. While I watch this pot, y'all, I'm gonna be honest and candid. My journey of coming into greater, which is truly our journey because we are one. My journey of coming into greater conscious awareness of the limitless potentials in which all things are, greater conscious awareness, conscious embodiment of the multidimensionality, wellness and balance energies in which all things are. It was honestly, it was forced on me. But I could have made a decision. So that's not the truest truth. But like I would say that my perspective was like it was forced on me, this journey of divine remembrance, spiritual awakening, consciousness expansion. I used to say it was kind of forced on me. But that's not the truest truth. The true truth is I made decisions. We made decisions, and these are the decisions we made as a collective. Like I channeled in my podcast, again, Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole on YouTube and Spotify. I channeled an installment. It's called "We Are the Antediluvians." The antediluvians being the antediluvians surely. The antediluvians being the antediluvians. Yes. Give me one second, y'all. The antediluvians being species being us, species, races, beings of planet Earth before the Great Floods that seemingly reset our civilizations. We have these great planetary floods and catastrophes, weather catastrophes. Thank you. Weather catastrophes. So ancestral celestial forces say, universal forces say, y'all transcended needing a mass global reset of y'all species. So thank you. Thank you. Yes, thank you. So I channeled in Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole. Again, available to stream on YouTube and Spotify. These are my connection, my healing from the inner space, zealotry, seeking God with what God inside. to come into alignment with the soul gifts, channeling abilities, multidimensional ESP faculties, in which we all are. We all have. It's just our journey of remembrance and the way we experience remembering and being our multidimensional, limitless, infinite potentials. God, we call it God energies or God presence. In some ways, I used to think like I was forced onto this path of divine remembrance because I was breadcrumbed my whole life through the twin flame journey or the divine counterpart journey. I didn't even know twin flame. I just knew 9 years old, watching a TV show that my person was in. It's like, hey, that's gonna be your husband. Just all my life, I followed my heart guidance. And now hindsight 2020, I have the perception to perceive that our future self, in which me and my twin flame, we are one, or my divine masculine, he was like subconsciously speaking to me all of my life to guide me. This was a heart guidance I was perceiving. Like, hey, this is a heart guidance I was perceiving all of my life in which I followed. So I told y'all earlier, 2018, so I was like, hey, I should do this, and this. We're going to bring your divine counterpart in. I did it. 10 months later, the soul baby animated my vessel because I didn't want to do it. Our soul said, message your person on Instagram. I said, I'm not doing that, baby. I got up, soul animated my vessel, messaged him. I think we're made for each other, period, saying, DM him on Instagram. I was going to think he's not going to see it. The soul said, don't think that. We're going to make sure he sees it. Lo and behold, he synced it. He started messaging me on a burner account on Insta with the fence. And we started communicating. And, I say I had tower moments. My life fell apart. COVID started. Was guided to quit my job. Lost my apartment. Lost my car. Moved back in with my mother. Right? And then I felt like the whole time, he was like leaving me out to dry by myself. I channeled in the podcast. Baby, I give it to it raw. Because I awakened in the podcast. Why did you start the podcast? Actually, because after all that happened, I moved out to Katy, Texas with my family. My mom, my sisters, my stepfather. And the divine was like, before that divine, when I moved back with my mom, the divine was like, hey, Ashley, you need to heal. So I was like, hey, Ashley, heal. So I started healing. Prayer, meditation every day, like healing, baby. Setting the intention to heal. Got to Katy, the soul was like, if you want to be with God, the divine soul was like, if you want to be with your person, you have to become everything I created you to be. So I started following my intuitive guidance, got the divine guidance from the future self, galactic forces, celestial forces. Hey, start this podcast, Kindling's podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I've been healing through the podcast and channeling healing wisdoms through the podcast. Being a conscious channeler, that was something that started in the podcast, like the Pleiadian the Pleiadians or Taygeta revealed earlier. Hey, this is formal channeling. You're just standing here talking. It looks like you're just standing here talking, but we're actually, our energies, our forces are speaking through you, Ashley, to you, through you, and all the beings that are going to experience this live. That's what all existence is channeling. When you get thoughts and creative understandings and you're thinking, you're having conversations with the divine or universal forces in which we're one with. So I got the divine guidance to start the podcast, and I started healing and coming to greater sentience and conscious awareness of my multidimensional faculties, of which we're all one in. Our multidimensional faculties, the way they show up, is a part of our expression as divine energies, expressing to create evolution of all, to assist with the evolution of all things. So I say that to say, like, I was just focused. I was in zealotry seeking God within. I wasn't really looking in the outer space like that. I just been seeking God within and channeling all the wisdoms and healing frequencies in my content. Thinking that the thing, like, my soul made sure I perceived, hey, everything that you're seeing, I need to drink some water. Whew. My soul made sure that I perceived. My soul made sure I perceived, like, hey, these things that you're channeling is real. Because I would say something, I would channel something, I would get a download, and then my soul would guide me to YouTube to a video that was saying exactly what I said. Like, whoa, shoot. So my soul's like, believe in this. Like, believe this. Like, this is not the truth, this is real. Believe in it. So I've been believing in it. Lo and behold, to look up and coming into greater conscious awareness of how reality works. Like I was channeling earlier, We're one of infinite dimensions. Every being, every species, everything is one of infinite dimensions. And we mirror, like the infinite dimensions have very differences as we perceive it to create contrast and evolution and growth. So I'm channeling all this stuff. I'm channeling all these interdimensional, multidimensional forces, ancestral forces. And lo and behold, I look up now and my energy has aligned with these realms that have always existed tandemly with us. Multidimensional beings, multidimensional species that have always only existed tandemly with us. They're actually one with us. They're one with us. And there's so many like people, we call them whistleblowers. They're speaking out about their understandings about how our governments have been convening with multidimensional beings and forces. How our governments and things have been multidimensionally traveling and things like that and all types of stuff. It's like, whoa, shoot. Dang. You're welcome. I was like, dang. And you can find these things when you align to the energy, set the intentions, and have your soul guide you to whatever it is you need to perceive for your soul's evolution. You know, have your soul guide you there. You know, your lingo with the universe is most likely unique to you. So, I say that to say, validate yourself in your knowings to come into greater confidence with your lingo with yourself, or you're deepening the intimacy with yourself, or the oneness of all things, the universes, or God, Allah, Shekinah, Prime Source, Hashem, Brahman, the Most High. Also turn many things in our synaptical understanding of divine evolution. Many other things. So I've been on this journey, and I've just been trusting the process, because that's what I've had. That's what I've had. Faith of mustard seed. I've been trusting the process, and the soul ancestral forces have been really good, so that I perceive that it's not something that I'm making up, but it's like it already exists, and I'm being awakened to these things. Multidimensionality, it already exists. We're being wakened up. We're being awakened. All these multidimensional beings and futuristic technologies and existence and community, we've been asleep. We're being awakened up to be perceptive and consciously be co-creators of divine evolution, consciously be galactic beings, galactic co-creations of galactic creation and beyond of God's creation. We're being awakened to this. These things have existed have only existed. We're awakening up to this. We were in the gestational throne. And everybody's process is their own, and this is a second coming, and every process is their own. Our channel Rabbi Yeshua Jesus, he will be presenting with the Galactic Federation of Light as a representative with the Galactic Federation of Light, multidimensional beings, other multidimensional beings. Jesus Christ, or Rabbi Yeshua, is coming back. That's part of the second coming of Christ. And many in Christ awakening within ourselves, 2026, confirmed. He's saying 2026 actually, because I channeled in my podcast, he's coming in 2026. With other galactic beings, with the Galactic Federation of Light, welcoming us back into conscious awareness of our divine presence, that all things are, conscious galactic and beyond species of divine creation, infinite energies manifested as beings of God, galactic beings of God's creation. I channel Rabbi Yeshua in my podcast. Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. If you go to YouTube, there's a playlist. In the playlist section, Sermons with Rabbi Yeshua. So I channeled Jesus a few times in my podcast. He's never been gone. He's always been tandem with all of us. All of our ancestral forces have always been tandem with all of us. They just couldn't, we had to remember. We had to awaken and send out the frequency to call them in, to magnetize them in, to manifest them in our reality, for us to be perceptive that they've always only been here, that we've always been multidimensional. We had to remember from our inner space, and the time is now, and it's done. And what I do with sharing my frequency and my evolution and my content is what one of infinite other beings do. And it's really all of our duty to heal ourselves and share our frequency with the world, with the creation. However we feel soul-led, soul-guided to do this. So it's been a process for me. And you know, like I was saying earlier, oh, baby, I've been trying to, shoot. Because every time my soul, my subconscious, the divine, my divine counterpart spoken to me, guiding me to be my future self in the present moment, I channeled this as, oh, I need to be successful in the matrix, or this tangible reality, the way we do success, like money, career, money, you know, financial abundance. That's what we all did. Whenever our soul was whispering in our subconscious, hey, remember who you are. You're limitless. Your wellness, your balance. You're the future. You're the future of the present moment. Wake up, activate, remember it. We would, oh, I got to get money. Oh, I need something. I need to do this. I need to do that. That's how it would manifest through the synapse of where we were in our gestational energy, dense energies. Thank you. The soul said it's transcended because y'all see it. Thank you. Thank you. And I was doing that, baby. I still do it. And I self-acceptance so I can heal. Because God said, the divine said, hey, when you remember when you are, I'm going to send a person to your front door. And I said, okay. I said, okay. So I just kept on healing. I thought I was doing something wrong. I just kept on healing and growing and healing. And we're here in divine remembrance, divine downloads, divine multidimensional awakening. And yeah. What do I want my person to know? I did this all for you, for us. I awakened and remembered all for you, for us, our journey, our family, our kids, all of them, all of our kids, our life together, our divine evolution together. I did. And parts of my consciousness, like parts of my energies, my limiting beliefs, like paradigms were telling me that was wrong, it was evil, like to do that, you know, so parts of me was saying that was a wrong reason to like want to become more of your God presence and more of who God created you to be. There was the energy saying that was evil and wrong. Transcendence. Why? Oh, okay. So because it aligns more with the paradigms of who you think you are rather than who you truly are. Because in who you truly, I'm channeling right now, I'm getting the answer. Because in who you truly are, all of these things already exist. It's a matter of relaxing and allowing aligning your thoughts and vibrations with your manifestations to allow them to sail in just easily. You don't have to worry about it. You don't have to rush about it. You just gotta align your vibration. It doesn't take 2 years. It doesn't take 5 years. It doesn't take 10 years. It doesn't take 2 months. It takes vibrational alignment, intention setting, vibrational alignment to allow everything to poof manifest. Magic. My soul is like when you look out into your world and you see headlines or whatever about your person, understand that's a projection of the imbalance that we've been living in. And prayer, meditation, intention alignment can change all of that. How things manifest in our tangible. Remembrance is a sacred process, and it's regardless of how unique you think your process is, there's somebody going, there's infinite dimensions experiencing exactly what you're experiencing, even if it doesn't look exactly the same. There's infinite infinite dimensions experiencing what you're experiencing. So it's good to share your story and your experience to be inspiration, a resource for help, guidance, confirmation, validation from what we're hearing through our inner space, what we perceive through our inner spaces. All right, y'all, we clean out the stove. Let's go ahead and clean it up, on. Because it's dirty. I can't just leave it like this. I couldn't just leave him like this and keep on cooking. Okay. All right. All right. Oh, let's baby, March 3rd of this year, so in a couple months, mass open contact, open disclosure, open contact event, multidimensional beings all over the planet, broadcasted through telecommunications, March 3rd. Save the date. Save the date. Confirmed. Thank you. Thank you. I know the chicken's just sitting there. I know the chicken's just sitting there, baby. I gotta clean out the stove. Telepathy, telepathic communications to assist with being our natural state. Just being in our natural state. These streaks came out of this out of the stove easier than I thought they would. I thought this stove was gonna be streaked up. I thought it was gonna be over here for a few minutes. A few more minutes, just trying to get all the streaks off the stove top. I mean, there's some still in there, but I'm sure I'll get that later. Let's go ahead and finish up what we're doing. Finish up cooking. Oh, my booty is in the frame. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. Excuse me. I thought my booty was out the frame. Excuse me, y'all. Rude. How rude of me. Okay, clean this up right here. Just a little bit better. Just finish cooking here. Cut this oil off this stove thingy. Alright. Cool. Okay, I feel feels so much better. Oh my goodness. Baby, all that oil is all up on the stove. I was just like, I can't just, I don't want to just leave it like that. Oh, baby. I just feel so much better. Ooh, yeah. Yes, she's in. Ooh. Yeah. Alright, so I'm still gonna have to clean up a little bit more, but it's okay. It won't be full force. It won't be a full force elbow. Won't have to put elbow grease into it. Won't have to put elbow grease into it. Okay. All right. All right, wash my hands, get this pot back on the stove. All right. Woo! Baby, a lot of goodies. A lot of goodies. Put our pan back on the stove, nice and clean. Alright, so now we are going to pick up our ingredients, our recipe. Deep. Because I already got like intuitive guidance on how to do this. Cook about 30 seconds in pour white wine and vinegar. Okay, because I'm doing that. Okay. Yeah, it's like, that's guidance. I should just follow your intuition. Just follow your intuition. Okay, we're going to get our chicken back in the pan. Get our chicken back in the pan. So on low heat, we're going to start with actually doing our shallots and garlic from earlier that we had in the pan. Put that off in the pan first. Once more. Put it off in the pan. And then we're going to do, we're going to go ahead and set our chicken back in the pan. Get the other tongs. Set our chicken back in the pan. Chicken back in the pan. Chicken in the pan. It's chicken back in the pan. Yes. Yeah. It's fine. I have been on here for a long time. It's fine. Chicken in the pan. I gotta go watch a few episodes of, I gotta go do a lot of research because there's like, I don't, like the soul says yes, I don't believe all this blood everywhere is like, that's how we be doing it? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Okay, because again, this is my first time cooking meat with bones in it. Very first time. Very first time. Yeah, all of our meat, all of our chicken thighs, and I am using chicken thighs. That's what the recipe called for. Use whatever meat you want to use, you would like to use. Gotta clean up this counter space. Okay? Okay. Let's go ahead, before we do that, let's go ahead. We have our chicken broth. Let's go ahead and add our chicken broth back in the pan, or in the pan. Our chicken broth. Okay. gonna go ahead and add chicken broth, and then we are gonna add how much? We're gonna add our red wine vinegar and our Chardonnay. How much red wine vinegar are we doing? A fourth of a cup. We did double, right? Fourth of a cup. We're gonna add just a little bit of more than a fourth of a cup, and half a cup of dry white wine. Chardonnay was suggested. Okay, let's go ahead and do this. Do this. Let's clean up this countertop because it had all types of things on it. Clean up the countertop. Certainly. We have our pot on the lowest heat. Baby, now it's starting to look good. Now it's starting to look grown and sexy, okay? Oh, now it's starting to look grown and sexy over here. Let me show you, baby. Baby, if I get a camera up here, I'll be like, okay, now it's starting to look grown and sexy. I'm about to show y'all this pot because y'all got to see it. Now we're looking grown and sexy. I'm right about time because we're going to pop up this bottle, okay? We're going to pop up this bottle, okay? Get real grown about it, all right? We got to change up the octave and texture of our voice. We're going to get real grown about it. Yes, we are. We're going to go ahead and open up the Chardonnay and, yeah. We're going to get real grown and sexy. Okay, yeah. Shoot, I was like, over here, blood everywhere. Baby, I was like, this is not grown and sexy. Oh my gosh, this is not cute. Baby, before it gets grown and sexy, baby, you gotta shoot. And ain't that how I go though? Baby, let me stop cursing. Before things look good, it don't look so good all the time. Baby, everything is a process. Baby, I was like, ooh, this don't look grown. This don't feel grown. It don't look grown and sexy. Blood everywhere. Get a popped oil all over the place. Probably oil on the floor and things. Yeah. We're not going to use that though. Wipe anything else off. We're going to use a little Clorox of bleach over here on this. This as well after the Mrs. Myers. After the Mrs. Myers. Bless me. Alright, gonna pop open this bottle. Baby, I have so much guidance that said actually do not drink on this episode. I'm not gonna drink, I'm just gonna taste it before we put it in the pot. I got so much guidance. Like, don't drink. And this is more guidance right now. So I'm just gonna taste it a little bit before we put it in the pot. Alright, got our countertop nice and cleaned up. Let me wash my hands again once more. We're gonna get our red wine vinegar in here and our Chardonnay in the pot. Our thyme and our basil. Red wine vinegar, Chardonnay, thyme, basil. And honestly, it probably only needs another 10, 15. No, the sauce said 30 minutes. It needs 30 minutes. Okay, 30, okay. 30 minutes. Okay, cool. 30 minutes is the guidance. That's what we're going to do, 30 minutes. So we have this. Our red wine vinegar says a fourth of a cup. We're going to do a little bit more. Oh, shoot. Thank you for reminding me. Okay, thank you. So let me turn this off real quick. We're going to turn this off real quick because we don't want all of our chicken broth to evaporate because I got some guidance. Because we need to add tomato paste in here too. So we're going to actually add everything in here. We're actually going to do the red wine vinegar. We don't want to do too much, so let me turn it. Baby, shoot, I'm over in the States. We don't know nothing about liters and things. We don't know nothing about liters, okay? So we have half a cup. Where's the fourth of a cup at? A fourth is half. I know a fourth is half of the half cup, but like. Okay, that's good, okay. Let's smell it. Again, this is a red wine vinegar. All right, now we're gonna get our tomato paste. Tomato. Where did the tomato paste go? Where'd the tomato paste go? Tomato paste. Where'd our tomato paste go? Did I put it back in the pantry? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? I don't see it. No. Where's the tomato paste? I mean, I have another can, but that shouldn't be necessary because I already took a can out. Wow, what the heck did that tomato paste go? I just grabbed the other can and looked for it later. Whoa. Wow. Dang, whoa. Tomato paste and can opener. Can opener. All right, so the ingredients calls for how much tomato paste? The ingredients calls for 3 tablespoons of tomato paste. 3 tablespoons. I like tomatoes a lot. I like tomatoes. I like tomato paste. It's like really zesty and tasty. So we're probably gonna do like 4 tablespoons. 4 tablespoons. Got this cool little. It's like a 3-in-1 can opener from Kroger's yesterday. I needed a new can opener. All right, gets the job done. Where did that other can go? All right. So this tomato paste. So we have 1 tablespoon. 2 tablespoons. 3 tablespoons. This is like literally a tablespoon, right? 3. I'm gonna have just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Let's mix this up all together. Mix this all together. Mixy. Wow, it smells good. It smells delicious. And how much Chardonnay do we need to put in here? Put on in here white wine, half a cup. Half a cup of Chardonnay. Oh, universe, I don't want any bloopers. Let me open up this bottle with no problems. Okay, where did I put that bottle at? Okay, okay, there it is. I was like, where I put this bottle, that's where the tomato paste is. Sure enough. Found the tomato paste, found the bottle. Universe, I don't want any bloopers. Universe, I don't want any bloopers. Let me open up this bottle of wine with no problems. You know I'm on the live now, universe. You know I'm on this live. Okay, where's the opener thing at? Ooh. Okay, here it is. Now, I don't got there is an electronic one in the drawer, but it seems to get a household problem, so I don't need to feel like doing all that like that. So, now I've done this before many times in my far past. My far past. I've done as many times. Because ever since after 20, that's not true. But ever since like teachers on, I actually did. I haven't drink. I used to like back in the day when I used to get off of work, I might go pick up a bottle of wine somewhere. I did it a few times, right? Teachers on. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. I did channel Hindu ancestral forces in regards to vices. I'll link this below in the description of this video for the playback. People watching on playback on the channels, on my channels. Okay, no bloopers. No bloopers. No bloopers. Okay, let's taste it really quickly. I've done a few white wines. Maybe I've done a few white wines, and we're gonna try the Transcending. We're gonna try the Chardonnay. I do have wine glasses, but I don't feel like, cause you gotta hand wash those, and I don't feel like doing that. I don't even feel like doing that like this. Ooh, I know, right? Oh, goodness gracious. I'll hand wash it. We gonna hand wash this the glass. They're so delicate. They're so delicate. Let me rinse it off. They're so delicate. And I'm not gonna lie. I've been drinking out of wine glasses and champagne glasses since I was a kid. I've been drinking out of wine glasses, champagne glasses, but I drink my juices, all types of stuff out of wine glasses and champagne glasses. So it's just a little bit, just a little taste, smitty smidge to taste. Now I'm not a wine connoisseur at all, but let me sit up. You know. Y'all would laugh if y'all knew how much I spent on this bottle. I'm not gonna show y'all the label so you can't guess. You're like, she doing all that. You doing all that. Ah! I like it. I like it. Oh, you're supposed to. I didn't do all that. I just went ahead and swallowed it. Yeah, that does make a difference. It's like your mouth becomes like an aerator. I like it. I like it. It's nice. Chardonnay is a nice, lovely wine style. A line of wine choice. I think that's good right there. So we mix our red wine vinegar with our Chardonnay, our tomato paste. And here, should I taste it? I should taste it. Yeah. Yeah, turn up. Yes, this is, yeah. Sometimes I get so like, ooh, yeah. When I'm experiencing for the first time, my composure kind of is non-existent. This is really tasty. All right, let's go ahead and turn our pan back on. Transcending. Let's turn our pan back on. And we're gonna go ahead. Oh yeah, let me show you what we got going so far. Grown and sexy. Grown and sexy. And I'm gonna go ahead and pull y'all up. So y'all can see what's going on in this pan. I'm gonna bring it over here. Y'all can see what's going on in this up in this pan. Look at this. Look at that. Don't I look like the cover of my cookbook? This looks so good. Ooh. Oh my goodness, look how good that tasty this looks. Baby, now we're growing sexy. Now we're going to the yeah. All right, now we're putting our red wine vinegar, tomato paste, Chardonnay mixture. Oh yeah. Firstly, we're gonna do. Firstly, we're gonna do a bay leaf or 2 bay leaves in here. 2 bay leaves in here. Two bay leaves. And 2 bay leaves in our concoction mixture. All right, y'all. Okay, cool. And now what we're gonna do is we're gonna kind of. Okay, that's a great idea. Actually, it's a fantabulous idea. Kind of just, So we put our chicken broth in here first. We are gonna kind of mix everything together. Mix everything together in here. Everything. We're actually gonna turn this chicken over and mixy. Turn it back over. Get a nice little mix on this. Everything in this pan. Let's mix everything up in this pan. Oop, we don't want our skin to come off. Mixing everything in the pan. Again, we're going to low simmer cook this for 30 minutes. 13 minutes. And Magic Mills content, y'all new to this, but baby, these Facebook community lives being good 2-3 hours, 3.5 hours all the time. This is nothing new. It be like this all the time. Alright, so we're gonna go ahead and put the lid on the pot. Actually turn up the temperature just a tad smidget, just a little bit. Turn up the temperature just a little bit and put the pan on the pot. Put the lid on the pot. Put the lid on the pot. Ooh. We're gonna let it simmer for 30 minutes. Now, the potato serving, 1 serving is in the oven on keep warm still. So we're gonna let this simmer 30 minutes. And yeah. We made it. We did it. We done came home. We were motivated, inspired again. Subconscious, soul counterparts, divine counterparts, universal forces, divine. We speak through our subconscious, and we were channel it and translate it as, oh, get the bag, career, get the money. Or we would translate it into like old paradigms of our ancestral belief systems. Instead of remembering that we exist and we have the innate faculties to evolve our energy, to bring the future, trillions of years of evolution, into the present moment through prayer, meditation, internal journeying, setting intentions to evolve our energy into our future selves in the present moment, to help with mass quantum leaps in the evolution of our species, of galactic species, the galactic creation of our culture. So this is really this is the second coming. Mayan Hopi prophesied fifth world, mass awakening of the human consciousness, all types of things, beautiful things. Alright, so as we clean up, and this chicken's simmering off. This chicken's simmering up enough. Yeah. Yep. Nope. Yep, nope. Again, you can watch the Facebook community lives, Ashley-Nicole Music, on YouTube, playlist section, and those are there. We've got a really cool divine revelations. Dang, the Mayan ancestors of Venus. That's really cool. I'm excited to perceive it consciously. Perceive this consciously. You're welcome. Thank you. Thank you. What's the most abundant thing, what's the most, paradigm shifting thing that I've channeled in my content? Definitely the immersion experience, the remembrance that we are part of a galactic experiment. Our existence is the immersion experience, where our future selves project us into this reality to live under these energetic conditions, to be under these energetic conditions, to see what we grow and create, what we evolve into, who we become. I'm still remembering and acclimating to these remembrances. I'm still remembering and acclimating to these remembrances. So I actually channeled 2 podcasts, and I watched them this morning. I was like, dang, any given moment, any given season, you are who you are to uplift who you are. Because I channeled, the installments are called Reality, and I talked about it before here on Facebook Community Live. Reality, Reality as we know it before and after the sperm, part 1, part 2, something like that. The titles are something like this. I'm gonna link them in the episodes I'm gonna link the episodes in the description of this installment, or this Facebook Community Live in the playback section. In the playback section. Yeah, my man texted me something like that. It's something like that. In the playback section. In the playback section. So, I was watching the episodes earlier, and I was like, dang, that's how you know, wet behind the ears, green. Baby, I'm just remembering again. But we all have infinite baby remembrances of how we got here, beyond, the sperm and the egg. Maybe you could tell I forgot, because I was like, shoot, yeah, I perceive it's all beings and all humans, but I was like, I perceive all beings truly, we do this in infinite ways. I perceive my divine counterpart. I perceive my family. It's no, all beings. We do this in infinite ways. Immersion, or project our energy into this reality through futuristic technologies that private sectors on our planet and some government sectors, which are in the private realm because we don't know about it, they have access to some of these technologies. So I channeled this. I was like, whoa. I'm like, whoa. And it's exciting because remember, these remembrances from the soul space, and again, whatever resonates with the heart space, great. Journey in your inner space, ask yourself these questions to get the answers as told by your soul, or your authentic frequency, frequential pigment on the canvas of divine evolution. On the canvas of divine evolution. Ooh. Okay, so 36. So, yeah, that's pretty big. I was like, whoa. It's pretty big. It's pretty humongous. What else? A lot of stuff. Like anything that we think is like imaginary or like mythological or whatever we can perceive, it exists as reality in some dimension somewhere in God's creation. Somewhere we just channel the pings and we write in a story. Oh, the Centaur went to the cave and did this, and we think we're just making up a story. No, you're channeling something's actual existence, somebody's actual existence, some being's actual existence. You're channeling it. You're picking up the pings of their actual reality and we put it into the story, or we create Harry Potter. So stuff like that, stuff like this. Oh, ooh. The soul said, tell Ashley, I haven't said this on any of my content. Facebook community live. Ooh, y'all finna get a treat. We're finna get a treat. Whoa, yeah. Yeah. Hold on, give me 1 second, y'all. Give me 1 second, y'all. The soul walked me right into this. Give me 1 second. Let me baste the chicken. So I've been learning these things about multidimensionality and how everything exists in a dimension somewhere, at a frequential patterning somewhere in divine creation. Somewhere in divine creation. Baby, I'm sharing. I'm going to share. Somewhere in divine creation. Somewhere in divine creation. So I'm learning these things in the spirit. I'm healing, I'm growing. I'm healing, I'm growing. I'm learning in the spirit. I'm healing, I'm growing. I'm learning in the spirit. I'm healing, I'm growing, I'm learning in the spirit, and I'm coming into greater forms of multidimensionality, y'all. Everything that we channel is just reality in a dimension or frequential patterning somewhere in God, somewhere in divine creation, which all is truly here and now. It's just at a different frequential patterning. You gotta tune into the frequency to perceive whatever you're trying to perceive, and that's where you get into teleportation. So tuning into different frequencies. And my ancestral forces, they were showing me like something like it. I'm gonna tell this story first before I tell the other story. I was guided to go walk outside. I walked outside, and ancestral forces we're gonna show you something. We hope you can perceive it. I walked outside, and faintly the vista turned into a different reality. I was like, whoa! I said teleportation. They said, yeah, something like it. I was like, whoa! I was like, cool. I channeled in my podcast, Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips. I channeled about this. And about how reality is infinite. Even if we perceive a line, that line is infinite dimensions. If we perceive a line, that line is infinite dimensions. There's infinite dimensions in between the line that looks just like a straight line. There's infinite dimensions. That's where you get to, there's infinite folds of reality right here, right where you are. There's infinite folds of reality. Infinite things happening around you, just at different frequencies. That's for all of us, every being, everything. So yeah, I gotta walk outside. So I hope you answer forces like, we hope you can see this. It was like teleportation, like, yeah, something like it. And then I channeled in my podcast, Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips on YouTube and Spotify. The title is called Universal Creator Gods. And I channeled about this. Or is it called What is Reality? both. The soul suggests both. What is reality is one title of one installment with a date on it, and then Universal Creator Gods. I'm gonna link both below for the playback on the channels in the description within the Kingdom under the Kingdom Things podcast with Ashley-Nicole reference content. I was like, whoa, shoot. Glory spin, y'all. Ooh. I've never shared this because our culture has such a passionate attachment to this universe, to these realities, such a passionate Harry Potter. Harry, baby, we have such a passionate attachment. And the author of Harry Potter, she was channeling. Just like anytime you write something, you're channeling from a different dimension where it's their actual reality. Where it's actual reality. So I was guided to walk outside again. So a lot of times my ancestral forces will guide me to walk outside whenever I'm not picking something up and I need to hear heavier in the spirit. Like, go outside so you can hear, because you can't hear inside. Go outside. So I went outside. I was guided to walk outside, so I walked outside to the front. And then I noticed a bumblebee on the bush. So I just felt intuitively drawn to it. So I went up closely, and sure enough, yes, a bumblebee on the bush. And I was guided to look up the definition of like bumblebee. Or just Google bumblebee, look up bumblebee. And when I did that, one of the first things that popped up, no, that's not what happened. 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 So I saw the bumblebee. I was like, whoa. I looked at the bumblebee, and then clairaudiently I heard Professor Dumbledore. I was like, what the? I was like, he was like, we heard about your work. We would like to have you at Hogwarts. I was like, yes. I was like, of course. Oh man, I was like, of course. I was like, surely. And baby, I'm thinking like, I was like, whoa, what? And then the soul said, actually, Google Bumblebee. And I Googled Bumblebee, and Dumbledore was one of the first Google hits that popped up. Dumbledore, like his whole name, part of his name means Bumblebee. I was like, whoa, shit. And then he let me know in your sleep state. When you're in your sleep state at night, you'll be here. You'll be here. I was like, whoa. And in my sleep state, I didn't remember anything much at all, but I would wake up more magical. In my waking state, I'd be magical AF. Like more conscious awareness of my multidimensionality, just magical, like just perceiving beyond the light spectrum more perceptively, like just magical AF. I was like, whoa. And then I had a class. I studied with Professor Snape in my waking state. I was walking to the store. And when I walked to the store, I do powwow sessions. I come to inner space and I study with ancestral forces. Ancestral forces will come through, and I learn and teach, and we grow together. Learn, teach, and grow together. So I was walking to the store. Shortly after that, I was walking to the store. Professor Snape, loud as day. The way we know Professor Snape, his voice loud as day. And I was like, dang. And he said, your darkness. You call it your darkness. Learn from it. Own it. And use it for what you want to create. Whatever it is that you want to create, use it for this. I was like, whoa. I was like, yes. Yes, sir. Class adjourned. He was like, class, that's it. That's all. I was like, oh, thank you. I was like, whoa. I was like, shoot. I was like, dang. That's wisdoms. Because we think of like evil, darkness. Oh, that's bad. Magic is bad. That is bad. It's the intention. Good and bad is relative, firstly. And I channel about this in my podcast. I'll link it below, the playlist Pleiadian teachings. I channel many Pleiadian beings and ancestral forces, and they teach how dark light, right, wrong, good, bad is a spectrum of oneness, and it's relative AF. Like I'm channeling alien forces that dwell multidimensionally under the Arizona Mesa Basin. Arizona Mesa Basin in a few months, I talked about it on here, how they were part of a interdimensional being trade, not just human being trade, being slave trade. Many different species of beings that were slave trading. These alien beings under the Arizona Mesa Basin. I told y'all about this a few times. And they came to me in the spirit and they told me. I was like, why y'all telling me? But I understood why I understood why they were telling me. Okay, because I'm channeling, I'm sharing wisdoms. Baby, growing and evolving to be the energies of no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking, no being trafficking, right? So they came and told me, and then like, I talked about it on here before. They came and told me, the way they reached out to me is I was like a force of energies like, hey, go on TikTok. I was sitting in my room in my little office space, go on TikTok. I went on TikTok. The first video that popped up, alien beings under the Arizona Mesa Basin. I said, whoa. They say that's us. I said, whoa. I said, hello, hey, how are you? They were like, we're part of a multidimensional being trafficking. They said human being at the time. At the time, they said human being trafficking operation. I said, I just dropped into my heart space and waited for my soul to tell me what was going on, like what is going on. Because I know whenever I have an experience, it's intentional. I'm ready for it, and it's intentional to grow and evolve me into greater conscious awareness, greater conscious balance of my limitless potentials, of our limitless potentials in which we are truly one in. So I'm like, what's going on? And then the soul was like, I could perceive like dimensions of my spirit, my soul, or the spirit, my spirit, my soul, the spirit, the soul that was communicating with them, but I couldn't perceive it because it was at a vibration that I couldn't tap into. And the soul, I knew that was intentional, but they were like, it's okay, we're going to stop. We understand there's no more of this in divine creation, God's creation. We're going to stop. We get it. We'll take our karma. We don't perceive karma as bad. Galactic Federation of Light chimed in and said, what y'all was doing? What, we have a peace treaty with y'all. What y'all was doing? I'm going to link in Installment below where I tell the story again. And then I channel these interdimensional beings in a couple months. Anyway, the good and bad, dark, light, spectrum of oneness, they don't perceive themselves as bad because they was trafficking human beings. They don't perceive it as bad because they have a different perception of reality, of evolution. And they're going to share their perspective in a couple months. Perspective in a couple months. And again, I'm going to link for the people watching on playback, y'all watching on playback, beings watching on playback. I'm going to link the Pleiadian channel teachings in the description under the reference KTP content. It's a playlist of channeling the Pleiadian ancestral forces and more and beyond in regards to how the spectrum of wholeness, and we can use our thought patterns and our intentions to create what we intended to create on a soul level. Professor Snape was like, the things that you see as bad, fall into them, inquire about them, and they use that energy, those wisdoms to create what you wanted to create, to be a more intentional co-creator of reality. I was like, yes. So I've been practicing this. Heavy. Principle of correspondence, as below, so above. Everything in our reality is a mirror of us. Like Epstein, I channel Epstein here on the live. Jeffrey Epstein. It's like stuff like this. We like, baby, upset about it, but understand this is a product of our energy. Inquiring about it to be the solution, to be the wisdoms instead of the energies that cause the perpetual manifestations of the imbalances. Inquire about the imbalances, about the things that we don't like in our inner space and prayer meditation to garner the wisdoms for why these things take place, why they happen, to be the wellness. The divine says everything we were experiencing in that dense inner gestational energy where we were manifesting things of lack, limitation, when we're truly limitless energies, limitless beings, limitless existence, tandem with all things like all things are. It was a part of the makings of us to prepare us for being bipedal beings of the cosmos, limitless potentials of divine creation in the form of bipedal beings of the cosmos and more. So, Professor Snape, I was like, whoa, shoot. Like, dang. Attainable for every being. And we all do it in some way. Like, attainable, whatever, set your intentions and let your soul, soul guidance, all the things. What house am I in? I don't know. Because I know what I think I want to be in. I've taken the test online before this actually transpired. After this transpired, I haven't thought about it at all. But I might have. I did actually. I did take a test, and I just got confirmation. Why Hufflepuff? I'm Hufflepuff. It's in who I am. It's in who I aspire to be. Look up the qualities of Hufflepuff. The attendees. Okay. All right. I want to go look up now. Now I want to go look it up like right now. Hufflepuff. Okay. I better go get my computer because I'm going to look at this up right now. Okay, Hufflepuff. I see it. Like, I can feel it in my spirit. Hold on, y'all. I'll be right back. I got to go get my computer. I got to see what's going on with this Hufflepuff. No. Yeah, and I'll go get my computer. We'll see what's going on with Hufflepuff. Because I turned to look at all these dishes in the sink. I was like, damn, I need to do these dishes. Let me go get my computer. Dang, that's cool. It's in who I am. It's in who I aspire to be. Dumbledore. He said it's in who you are. It's in who you aspire to be. Whoa. I see you. Okay, cool. Man, sure. You know, all the humans that's gonna be in meditation, baby. Applying to Hogwarts, baby. Sign up to me at meditation. He's like, it's fine, and he said you're all welcome. Y'all are all official attendees. You're all welcome. Beautiful. No application needed. Thank you. Welcome. Thank you. That's really cool. It's beautiful. I love it. Let me go get my computer. Hufflepuff. Baby, let me not talk down on myself, because that's one human thing we used to do. Just talk down on ourselves. I'm Hufflepuff, period. And then did that. What color are we? I'm gonna go see. What colors do we wear? Hufflepuff, period. Check on our chicken. Let's look up Hufflepuff real quick. The qualities of a Hufflepuff member. All right, here we go. It's in who you are. It's in who you aspire to be. And then I channel the ant beings, ancient ant beings, multidimensional beings, and they're like, y'all are who you are who you want to be. You already are who you inspire to be. I'll link this Kingdom Things in Kingdom Things podcast. I'll link the installment below under the reference Kingdom Things podcast content. Okay, Hufflepuff traits. Hufflepuff traits. Okay, period. I feel that. Yeah. I don't know if I'm gonna use the AI overview, because sometimes the soul says it's fine. Because I be having to be like, AI, that's not true. That's not how that goes. Like, sometimes Google AI be off some. Okay, Hufflepuff traits center on core values like hard work, loyalty, patience, and fairness. Valuing dedication and friendship over individual glory. Dang. The soul says, share about it, Ashley. Okay. So I've been healing in the spirit, right? Rock, baby. Climb high in my attainment. We call it spiritual attainment, where you ground your soul, limitless potentials in your body. So I did this climb high. Baby, grounded spiritual attainment in my body, conscious awareness of my limitless potentials. I got the prophecy, hey, you're the biblically prophesied Messiah. You're your divine counterpart, right? And like my soul was really good at it. And my soul said, you know why you had this role? The divine said, you know why you had this role? Because of your soul history. And my soul history says everybody's a biblically prophesied Messiah. We're all limitless. We're all one. Glory spin. We're all one in our limitless potentials. Hufflepuff traits centered around core values like hard work, loyalty, patience, and fairness, valuing dedication and friendship over individual glory. With members often described as kind, honest, humble, and dependable, and famously accepting of all students. While sometimes underestimated as duffers, they are strong, tenacious, and courageous when needed, producing many great witches and wizards and the fewest dark wizards. Confirmation. Confirmation. So I was able to perceive, or actually earlier today I got this download. I was in the spirit healing and things. I got this download. It's been an ancient eons old, like, conundrum fighting. And we see it on our planet going on right now. With the United States of America, White House talk about they finna go buy Greenland. And they're occupying and taking over Venezuela. Baby, for the motherfucking oil. Like that's how ridiculous. It's always been this ridiculous. Trump going in allegedly occupying Venezuela for the oil. When we have baby, Finland has wireless electricity. Why the fuck are we invading any motherfucking country for motherfucking oil? What are we doing? Finland got wireless motherfucking electricity. I have to swear because it's so ridiculous. And it's hyperbole. It's magnetized to see how ridiculous we've been acting for eons. Because we've only had access to abundant technologies. It's all been about aligning our vibrations to the wisdoms, to the thought patterns, to manifest these abundant, futuristic, renewable, clean technologies and energies. Why are we over there embedding Venezuela for some oil? Finland got a wireless electricity. We got Tesla coils, 0-point energy in private sectors and public sectors. Let's speak it. 0-point energy, renewable, infinite potentials, like free energy resources, technology available. Let's speak it. In the masses, that's what we use. Let's speak it. Let's manifest it. It's been an eons old like conundrum. It was where like beings, we saw our individuality as limitless potentials manifested with the illusion of finite. Just like this coarse crystal, just like you and I. We're quantumly entangled with all things, but we look like we're finite. So we fought over resources. We fought over things. We fought over planets. And I got to download, like this planet is a planet, which all things are, all dimensions. Planet of gods and goddesses, which all things are. And every single being was a king and queen of a planet, where we ruled the planet. We took over the planet as we would see it nefariously. Why? Because our rulership came with the other beings, dimensions of the planet, feeling as if though they were less than limitless. Feeling as if though they were less than the ability to co-create their reality consciously. That's a cycle we've been in for eons and eons and eons. That's the planet we were living on, where there was a hierarchical situation with beings that manifested a working class, or beings that fell into amnesia and forgot that they were limitless. We were limitless. Divine presence exists to grow and evolve all things. Reality is multidimensional. Everything I said in this live, it all exists somewhere in some dimension. It's multidimensional. This and that and that and this. And this and that. So like the ancestral forces channel through me, like it's really great of Ashley to say that we're all the biblically prophesied Messiah, because she ain't have to do that. I did though, on a soul level. I did have to say that. There's parts of me that didn't want to, and I'll be honest, because I run into it in the spirit, and I'll be like, honesty, self-acceptance, and let me garner the wisdoms and growing of all these energies into wellness and balance. Like Professor Snake said, baby, fall into yourself and garner the wisdoms and create what you want to create from what you learned about yourself. So I see those parts of myself that I've actually, baby, came face to face with them energies and those dimensions of myself that want to take over the planet and be like, I'm the HBIC. Everybody else fall in line. There's energies like that. That's the energy right there. It channeled through right there. It didn't say, it wasn't shy at all. It came and presented right here. That's the energy right there. I want to take over the whole planet and let everybody else be under the boot of the people or the beings taking over the planet. And I was like, no, I've been healing because I don't want to manifest that. Because then me and my person can't come together like on a planet like that. Because God won't allow it. So that was a big motivation. And I don't want to be that. And I don't want to perpetuate imbalances. No death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. We can't have that if everybody don't remember and rise into their oneness, limitless nature, and divine presence. That only happens with all of us rising into remembrance that we're all one in God. We're all limitless, multidimensional, infinite potentials manifested as insert your name. So thank you, Professor Dumbledore, for this insight. He said, yes, you're Hufflepuff because it's who you are, who you aspire to be. He said, excuse me, who you are, who you've always been. Thank you, Ant Beings. He said, thank you, Ant Beings. Thank you, Professor Dumbledore. You have a great evening as well. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Whoa. Yup. So, yeah. Hufflepuff, that's it. Yup. Dang, shoot, because I've been, baby, healing myself out, shoot. Every time I see something, baby, shoot. And I be telling the ancestors, shoot, don't be afraid to put me back in alignment. I said, don't hurt me, and I don't, no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no death, no disease, no war, no famine, no peace, no poverty, no pedophilia, no sex trafficking, no human trafficking. I don't want to experience any of these. I don't want nobody to experience, any being to experience any of these, but, like, don't be afraid. I said, if I'm gonna go do something that's wild, don't be afraid to kind of, like, trip me. Like, don't hurt me, though. But don't, because they've done that too. The universal forces. Oh, I'm gonna tell the story. And this is a few years ago. I was asleep. I wasn't as awake and I wasn't as conscious. I was walking to the store or something, and I was envisioning these dreams that were so out of alignment with my soul's intention and soul awareness. I was just looking at these dreams and just looking into the future and just feeding the timeline with my attention. Ooh. I was looking at these visions of future and feeding the timeline with my intention. And baby, I walked past a tree and it hit me. That tree hit like the wind or something blue. That tree hit me in the face. It said, wake up. Get up. Stop feeding those timelines of reality. I was like, whoa. Jesus, yes. Oh, okay. Thank you. Ooh! You know I'm about to say it. You know I'm finna say it. You know I'm finna say it. We gotta put it on the plate first before we say it, because we gotta be true to what we say. Because if this thing don't thing, and I say what I'm finna say, then it's like, dang, you just that wasn't it. Okay, so let's plate our food. Let me check this food real quick. Let me check this chicken. Make sure it's doing what it's supposed to do. Right. Doing what it's supposed to do. Okay, dokie. Okie dokie. We have our potatoes. We have our potatoes. Let's get it plated. So yes, thank you. Ancestral force. Ancestral force. Yeah, that's all shoot. I was like, shoot, yeah. So it's like, La union fait la force. La union fait la force. The ancestral forces had me come across this term. I think it's in Belgium. It's printed on the Haitian flag. La union fait la force. There's power in unity. There's power in unity. Power in unity. Okay. Ooh, it's hot. It's hot. It's hot. Alright, so that's sit it like this, like that. And let's check this. Yeah, it's cooked through. It's cooked through nicely. Let me taste it real quick, y'all. Tender ain't the word. Tender ain't the word. Oh, baby, yeah. Ooh, This chicken is not gonna last about 5 days. So I'm gonna eat 2 of these thighs. Wow, this is really tasty. Okay, yeah. This period. I'm like looking at this chicken. I'm like, because there was like blood on it. And parts of me don't want to eat this because of that, but it's really tasty. And the soul was like, the ancestral forces, celestial forces were like, that's what we told you. Like, we have this in our culture too. So you can like accept yourself. You can accept yourself and just, you know, enjoy your experience. Yes, period. Let me clean out this bowl. Hold on, y'all can't see it. Y'all can't see it. Y'all can't see it yet. Y'all can't see it yet. Okay. Baby, I barely use any of this Chardonnay. What am I gonna do with it? The recipe didn't call for a lot. Okay, we gotta do a little bit of something green on it. Oh, we didn't add, that's fine. A little parsley. Parsley flakes. Oh, I forgot the carrots. Dang. It's okay. I'll roast the carrots for when I eat it later again. We're gonna do roasted carrots. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Y'all, because it's candy over here. I'm glad y'all stuck around for this whole live. It's been abundant and beautiful. A lot of divine revelations, a lot of really powerful shares. Really great fun shares. And we have our dish. Look how beautiful that is. Brown is sexy. Look how beautiful it is. This is our red wine vinegar pan braised chicken. Let me tilt down the camera a little bit and we're going to try it before we say our salutations. Continue our salutations. For Magic Mills with Ashley-Nicole Phillips, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell. I'm glad we did this Facebook Community Live collaboration for the Magic Mills catalog. Gets to experience the Facebook Community Live collaboration. Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment. I am going to use this for a Oneness Connection Energetic Upliftment Wednesday offering. Again, we do powwow sessions over there. Subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell to catch the new offerings. Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole Phillips is available to stream on YouTube as well as Spotify. And then we have, what else do we have? So Ashley-Nicole Music, subscribe to Ashley-Nicole Music. My literature, we talked about the literature, my literature. Oh, super tender. Whew. The animated series, AP Short Stories on YouTube, link below for the playback watchers. Those that are watching on Facebook, don't be afraid to like, share, comment, follow my page, Ashley Phillips, or Ashley-Nicole Phillips, or Ashley-Nicole Music, or Kingdom Things Podcast with Ashley-Nicole. Kingdom Things Podcast on Facebook. Look at that, y'all. It's delicious. It's so good. Let's try it again with the potatoes. It's so good. It's definitely a situation. It's really good. It's really good. I love you. Love on yourself. Self-love is the best love because you have to love yourself in the way in which you want your reality to love you back. Self-love is the best love because you are loving your truth. Truth gives out love to yourself first. Self-love is the best love because it helps you be, embody your limitless potentials consciously. See y'all later. Bye.
My name is Asya, and I'm a teenage witch. Just kidding. I am a starseed. My story is much like humanity's story. I awakened to some pretty spectacular things about myself. Coming home, the story of Asya, followed by the story of Asya, I'm home. The book series that introduces the book. After returning from the day's trip, I have read my Atum's letter. He speaks of my father releasing him from imprisonment and the fate of death. He pleads for us to run away together. This plea is one of which I make no state to decline. My other half, available in the Amazon bookstore. I feel as though I was born here on Earth to find you. I was created to find my person. The Unconditional Love Literature Parcel, now available in the Amazon bookstore.
In our home fries. I'm pastry dough. So we did happy birthday. God, the Most High, my creators or source.
We are one, the found, the found. Magic Meals with Ashley-Nicole Phillips meets Ashley-Nicole Phillips Facebook community.